showing a lot of thigh. A lot of thigh meat right there. Yeah. Shift.
Is this how you do live on Instagram? I don't even know.
I don't know, man.
B-O-N-T.
What it do though, man? Smack God in the building.
Right. What's up?
Right. Riri.
Is that really gonna stick?
What's that, Riri?
Okay, alright.
Right. I mean, right. I don't know about right. I don't know
We're
about
about to go
right.
stream. Or we can change it.
Right. It doesn't just roll off my tongue. It doesn't roll off my tongue.
No, let's
I don't hate it, but it's just...
Okay, that's not live. So, that's not live.
I'm trying to find the stream live here. I got 7 views off of that bullshit you did right there.
I'm telling you, man.
Must be my beautiful hat. I'm not matching today, but I don't think anybody really gives a fuck about that.
Where the fuck you go live and shit? Oh, here we go, live.
Is this live?
No, that's live right there.
This live?
We on live. We on this.
I can't find the stream. Cool. I mean, that's it.
Yeah, it probably won't come up until after the show.
Why not? Then what's the point of being live and nobody can find it?
I don't know. They can find it on whoever has PlayStation or whatever, but it probably won't. Or I don't know. I don't know how to fucking do this shit. Bear with us. We're ironing out the kinks. This is a live broadcast.
Kinks. This is riveting.
You know what I'm saying? So just bear with us. We're about to get into the sports talk. So enlighten us with your topics. We're talking UFC. You know, we're gonna get into it. This is live. This ain't edited.
I need the link. I need the link so we can get this motherfucker cracking.
That's it, man.
Yes.
It probably just won't come out until.
No, if it's live, it means it's live. So if it's there, it's live in the flesh, so people can see it. They can experience it. They can
Pretty
touch
Pink,
it.
how you doing? How
They
you doing?
can touch it. They can feel it. What's up, Pretty and Pink?
Hi.
How did she find it? This is live where?
Man, I don't. Man, look, you're the tech
Planet
person.
Earth.
You started it.
You're the tech
I'm
person.
trying to find it.
Planet Earth.
It's definitely on the planet Earth. JJ.
Hi Jay, just wanted to say something. I know you got really
Spit it out.
angry in your video apparently, but anyway, yeah. I did not make up any stories. You told me that Julie was the roommate, and I asked you if she was a girl, and you said yes, she is the girl, and she's your best friend. So that was not me making stuff.
Is this live?
Yeah, that's live.
This is actually happening right now.
Excuse me. That's my little Ukrainian chick. She tripping. Alright, what y'all want to do? We started this motherfucker.
I want to be
I can't.
people to watch the stream.
Is they gonna have to watch it later, or because I don't have it to where it's, I don't know.
But how are these people seeing
They
it?
have a PlayStation.
So what's the? Yeah, but PlayStation is broadcasting in some way.
I can't give you an answer. I'm not a tech person. I can't give you an answer. So people who have PlayStation view this off the PlayStation, either Demolition or YouTube. So,
Alright.
anybody who doesn't have a PlayStation is gonna have to wait to view it on YouTube.
That's their problem.
This is indeed their problem. Alright, let's see.
But until then,
Well, that was the situation. Alright, let me switch up. We're gonna switch this motherfucker up. Let's go to the Fighting Night Sports Network.
alright, let's go. Let's get this started. Working on my buzz.
Sen tabimin mikrofonunu get bakacak. Burada mikrofonuna takacak. Kalem bir ilhamın olacak. Tam gaz çapı havada düşmana buna çıkalım. Bakalım hadi bu betoda kazanalım.
Alright, so you
Black
got,
and white? What the fuck? Yeah.
so you wanna put that in front so you can get a goal or what?
I'm gonna try. On the fly. We're gonna do this shit on the fly. Oh, it went to cover.
Oh, that's your shot?
This is.
Oh, the crown?
It is. Yes.
The crowd. Hey, the bridge. Hey.
Hey.
I'm live here.
Very tasty.
Oh my
God.
Maybe I should have sipped it. Probably should have sipped it.
Yeah, you should have sipped that shit. You gonna be on my
I
fucking
made it
couch in
break
about
too
20
much too
minutes.
quickly again. Can you believe it, Micah? I can't believe it. It's like Vegas all
I think it
over
went off.
again.
You good, bro?
Oh yeah. Yeah, well that is mixing
So
liquors.
what's the
It is mixing liquors.
Are we giving a ride or what?
And you know I got paid before I came over here.
Just the bridge.
Yeah, the bridge. It's just
Well, then we don't
Here,
get
here.
mine.
I don't need mine. Just lean up against mine. Move yours over here. And put mine in. I don't need mine.
Just go with the bridge. It's not on my card.
Look that up. Underneath the court.
Jeff, you know we were doing this?
Nah, I didn't. Because I wanted to make sure that we were professional before we look at us. We look like the fucking Three Stooges
Oh,
right
so you
now.
got to dress. Now we should let everyone we do about this, you know.
Once we get get used to doing this shit, how we gonna do it, then, you know, because I don't have a Facebook, I just have Instagram. You know what I'm saying? So, but our goal is to get a broader audience, by, you know.
All right, you know what? I thought this
Broader than this Pretty in Pink.
but she's gone.
Already?
She lost
Oh,
interest.
she moved on, huh?
She moved
I
on.
can't believe that.
It's terrible.
I can't. Maybe we would have the
This is
snap
riveting.
sheets hanging up in the back for everybody.
This is riveting. I've got this black wire in my lap.
It is riveting.
Oh, leave it out. Disconnected. I don't need it. I'm waiting. You know I do. You always surprise me with some bullshit questions here.
Bullshit.
They're only bullshit because you know you've been studying this shit. You throw a bone at me. I'm like, okay.
I'm always studying.
And I'm going off the head.
So you're the one that's actually bullshitting. I'm the one that's doing research and you're bullshitting.
Because you give me the shit like a couple of hours before we get ready to get on stream. Every time.
But you just said you just kind of make it up as you go along.
Because I got to. I don't have no
But
choice.
that's called bullshit.
Okay, so what choice do I have?
Study and do some
How am I supposed to
research.
study in a couple of hours?
Same way I studied a couple hours.
Oh,
do some research.
fuck. Now, you already know what you want to talk about before we get on the damn
So better
stream.
bullshitting than you.
Whatever, dog. Whatever, dog. I'm about to live this motherfucker. Okay? I'm about to live this shit. Hold on. I'm about to live,
Tongue twister shit right here. Right.
Ready?
Yeah, is this my guessing room?
Check the connection.
That's gotta be top three.
1, 2. Alright. This is the live broadcast. The business report. As you can see, we on live. We streaming. We got Leo and Z up in here. And we got Ryan up in here.
Cheers.
He evens everything out.
That's right.
He's white and he's short.
Yes, thank you. Thank
So
you.
basically, we on here talking about UFC, boxing, Mayweather, McGregor,
And the NBA draft.
That's
and
right.
the NBA draft. So we pretty much doing everything right now. So how can I reverse this shit? There it is. Oh, look at my beautiful. I look so good.
Always. Everybody says that.
You know what I'm saying? Alright. Do it that way? We all over the place.
You're all right.
All over
Speak
the
for
place.
yourself.
We all
All
over the
right.
place.
So,
1 part Alizé.
Oh, the Tupac. All right, so I heard the Tupac movie was trash. Have you seen it?
No.
I haven't seen it either.
No.
Heard it's trash. Hope that's wrong.
I still haven't seen Straight Outta Compton.
You're tripping. That movie's great.
Well, I'm sure it is, but I kind of felt like I read the movie in magazines coming up, you know.
We all read the movie in magazines coming up and watched the videos and listen to the music, but the movie does it justice. You gotta see.
I'm sure.
You gotta see Straight Outta Compton. You gotta see that. That's,
Gannon Pass, what's going
that's
on, Gannon
must-see
Pass?
TV.
We got another Raider up in here. We got Raider, and I don't know what Brian is.
Public Enemy all day.
Both.
It's not close.
Both.
Oh.
Both.
Public Enemy still put out albums though. Stop. They've all got singles.
Really?
Yes.
I know they got one coming out next month or something. I heard it. I haven't heard any of their shit in the last 10 years.
Okay. I would catch up.
In-depth conversation about Public Enemy versus NWA. Who do you like better? I don't think you can pick one. They're so different. They're so important. They're both so important to the culture. So important to the culture. But I gotta go NWA. If you put a gun to my head and say pick one, I say NWA. Anyway, all day for life. So where do we start? First of all, let's go ahead and introduce ourselves. I am BONZ, aka the Smack God. To my left is.
This is your boy MJ, Cool Cat. You know what time it is. I don't even introduce myself on my own show. I don't really have to do it. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, introduce yourself, player.
Rah the white guy. The bridge.
It's the bridge.
It's the bridge.
Brings love and happiness together.
It was clear and dark liquors at one point.
In the,
Hey,
in the touch.
Clear left.
that's up. That's up. That's how we do it over here. Hey, this is a live sports broadcast. No editing. This is live, y'all. So if we slipping, we slurring our words, forgive us. We're talking about UFC as a whole, but mostly UFC. And if you're new to the broadcast, you're gonna love it. If you're an old schooler, you're used to it. You know what time it is. You know how we rock this shit. So here we go.
As far as what time it is, 10:23 p.m. and I got a 5 a.m. wake up call myself. And you said you were at what, 3 a.m.?
Yeah.
Nope.
No.
It's been a long day.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a long one. How you want to start this shit?
Well, since it's your show, I figured you'd be the one to get us started.
There we go. So basically, I want to talk. I really want to get. I want to jump right into the card. Fuck it. Right into the Amanda Nunes versus Shevchenko. You got to give me the list of the card, and then we can go from top to bottom to top and shit like that, and see. You know, we can pick winners and we can break it down why we think we're gonna win.
All right, so if we're gonna do that, I'd rather start with the card that's not getting any love, and let's start
Michael
with
Johnson?
The Michael Johnson versus Justin Gaethje.
Okay.
All right, so what's going on in this fight is really this fight was made fire to me from my new favorite fighter, who was Kevin Lee. Kevin Lee had the quote of the year. Michael Johnson talking about killing a motherfucker. He got 30 fights, he lost half of them, and he ain't killed the motherfucker yet. So that made me more interested in this fight. That's fire, and that's true. But Michael Johnson is a sad. He's 18-11, so he's not quite 500, but he's just barely with 500. He's a great gatekeeper, and Justin Gaethje's coming in from WSOF, World Series of Fighting, against a much lower clientele of opponent. So he's stepping up big competition-wise. So we're going to talk about predictions. Let's predict that fight. I'm going to go with the dude, ABOB. Michael Johnson always bet on black.
I'm going with Gaethje. I think like he's a gate. Michael Johnson's a gateway. I don't think Justin Gaethje is a champion in WC World Series of Fighting.
Yeah.
But just his style of fight, man, I don't see Michael Johnson. I think he's gonna stop Michael.
Where do you think Justin Gaethje has an advantage in the fight?
Everywhere. Stand up. Everywhere. Stand up, ground, everything like that. I think he got advantage everywhere. You know. Well, the only thing that scares me about this fight with Justin Gaethje, not scares me, but is worrisome a little bit, is the UFC jitters. His first UFC fight, the big stage, in front of all the lights and the camera and everything. But I think Justin Gaethje is going to. And I like Michael Johnson. I'm a Michael Johnson fan. But something about Justin Gaethje right now, man, he's full of confidence. He's leaving as a champion to the UFC in that weight class, which is stacked, by the way. I'm going Justin.
I mean, we see Marlon Mariah step in, right? He came in and took a lesser competition, and he didn't look that good. So what I'm saying is there's a big step up in competition.
A Sensei? Lesser competition? I mean, he should have fought for the title.
Okay.
He should have fought for the title by then.
Technically speaking, Sensei was the number 2 ranked.
As far as Gaethje though, Luis Firmino, Brian Foster, Luis Palomino twice.
Yeah.
He's fought good guys outside of the UFC.
Right.
But on the other hand, you said UFC jitters. The other thing though, usually if you got to beat Michael Johnson, it's going to be by submission. He's been submitted 7 times. Gaethje's he's a knockout artist, but he's only got 1 submission. So usually the natural way to beat Johnson, that's not Gaethje's forte. But I sometimes in situations like this, I would think, who's the UFC looking to put over? And in this case, I think we've got more. Exactly. I mean, undefeated.
That's why they gave him Michael Johnson.
We're saying, Johnson's already lost, 11 times, and so. I mean, they put the reality show behind him, but I don't know if they're really looking to push him, above where he is right now. So I think this is one that's set up to put Gaethje over.
But here's the thing. I understand this, the one to push thing, but they're not Vince McMahon, and this guy isn't Triple H. This is a real fucking fight.
Yeah.
And just because you want a guy to win doesn't mean shit.
Yes.
Justin Gaethje fighting. I mean, Michael Johnson's fought tougher. He's fought Nate Diaz. He's fought Khabib. He's fought Dustin Poirier. He's fought Beneil Dariush. Now,
hey, boom. Now you know the UFC is turning in to the WWE.
But they don't get to pick who wins. So what I'm saying is Michael Johnson, strictly schedule-wise.
No, we're not saying the preordained.
One thing though is who's Johnson beaten though, and if we're going back 3 years, that's 2 guys. That's Dustin Poirier, who's probably really more, better featherweight than
anybody who Justin Gaethje has fought.
And then it was Edson Barbosa, high quality. That was a split decision.
Solid.
2 wins in the last 3 years. So I think this is set up.
But listen to the names. Nate Diaz, Khabib. Okay, we're talking about wins and losses.
But listen.
Lost to those guys though.
Khabib whooped the shit out of Michael Johnson.
Khabib beats the shit out of everybody.
Well, I'm just saying that loss right there. He
mauls everybody.
That loss right there could be in his head mentally and coming into the fight.
He took a tough fight and he lost.
I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? That right there could be mentally.
Hey, listen, man, he's a Black Zillion. He's working with some of the best.
Black Zillions ain't doing that fucking good in the UFC right now.
Once again,
disbanded.
No, they did not disband. They're not existing in the same way. They're moving different. They're moving different. But they still have
a shot on the Black Zillions.
Real quick,
rest in peace.
Me too.
I'm just saying though.
One thing though, real quick, you think about the combat sports environment right now, how much of that's owed to Michael Johnson? Because that's when Diaz cut his promo on McGregor.
Yeah. Very good point.
And Michael Johnson wins that fight for a reason. So.
Look, I'm a Michael Johnson. I love Michael Johnson. I love him. Met him, good dude. I just think they're setting it up for Justin Gaethje to whoop him. You know what I'm saying? That's the way I feel.
Michael Johnson also made his reputation beating probably a flyweight or a bantamweight in the Tough Alley in Jonathan Brookins. So.
Jonathan Brookins is trash. What I'm saying though, Justin Gaethje fought Luis Palomino and who?
Well, we all know. We know.
I know.
Okay. The competition, we know. You know what I'm saying? But that doesn't.
Hold on. Nelson lost to Brookins. He lost to Brookins in the final. Oh God.
That's
terrible. That was terrible.
But he did beat Bryson Tebow.
Luis Firmino.
He did beat Joe Lozon.
Brian Foster.
He beat Danny Castillo. He beat Tony Ferguson. So you want to fight? Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying. Michael Johnson has fought guys. Justin Gaethje has not proven anything yet because we've seen what Marlon Moraes did. Marlon Moraes is the #1 dude over the World Series of Fighting. He comes in and loses his debut fight.
Yeah, but close. But
it was close, but he loses his fight.
It's the UFC jitters. He didn't fight.
Well, like the same jitters.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I said. That's why I prefaced my statement by saying the UFC jitters. That's the only thing I'm worried about.
Michael Johnson's going to actually kill this guy. He's going to murder him in the ring.
Gaethje's taking out Melvin Gouillard and
Melvin Gouillard. Come on. Really?
Slightly past his prime.
Slightly. Get the fuck out of here. That garbage motherfucker.
In his prime, he was doing cocaine.
Yeah.
He's getting popped for it. You know, okay, if you get popped for cocaine, that means you did it the same day. It gets out of your system.
That's true.
Melvin Gouillard was literally doing cocaine and starting the fight like the same day.
I bet it was a very exciting day for him.
I'm sure every day is exciting for Melvin Gouillard.
Love it.
I'd party with the guy, but never bet on the guy.
Okay, sure.
All right.
Right on.
All right. So, ABOB. My philosophy is you always bet on black. You're voting. You're gonna bet with Justin Gaethje.
Yeah.
You got $100. You can put on Gaethje. You put on Johnson. You're putting your $100 on Gaethje.
Yeah.
Gaethje, I feel great about it. I feel great about it.
You feel great about it? And I feel great about taking your money and your money. I take my $100, bet with you, and bet with him.
Okay.
All right.
What else we got? Who else?
11 losses for Johnson. He's beatable.
Oh, he's very
Of course he's beatable, but he's not gonna get beat by Justin Gaethje.
Who's beating Gaethje again?
Oh, he's undefeated.
Oh shit! Okay, so there's that.
Point scored.
There's
Point
that.
scored.
There's
Who
that.
invited the white guy?
All right.
He's gonna go to statistics.
I'm just saying.
He called scoreboard. You already called a scoreboard?
I thought it was a legitimate.
I'm just
How
saying.
many guys in the UFC? How many guys in the UFC are undefeated? How many fighters? How many fighters in the UFC are undefeated?
Okay.
You know,
Understood.
Understood. He's in the pond. He's in the ocean now.
It's gonna be a good fight.
This is gonna be a great fight. I'm actually excited about it.
What is that?
That's actually on Friday. Another fight I'm excited about is Mark Diakese versus Jakar Close. Mark Diakese's a savage. He's a savage, dog. He's a plus athlete, super duper exciting. He's got crazy striking. He's fighting against, in my opinion, Jakar Close is kind of trash. I think Jakar Close is going night-night in that fight. I think that fight doesn't get past the second round.
This fight right here. Shit. I'm going to blank. Who was his last fight?
Jakar Close fight against another bum. It was against
That's the fight I've seen him.
You think he was named after
Devin Powell. Devin Powell.
Yeah.
A guy that got picked up because Dana White went to like a local fight in Maine.
The
Local Maine
who
circuit.
wants to be a fighter
You know,
type
those
shit.
killers in Maine.
Stephen King. Who's that?
I think you're trying to figure out who the fuck that was. Anyway, so Jakar Close. How does he lose? That's how did Jakar Close lose?
I don't see him losing.
Oh, come on.
I don't see him losing.
Oh my goodness. We're off to a great start, ladies and gentlemen. We are off to a great start.
I think so.
Hey, Ryan.
Yeah.
Bring that vodka and Red Bull over here, man. 'Cause
Okay.
I need to get hyped.
Oh, no, wait. You're taking Jakar Close
Come on, man.
versus
No,
Mark
that was
Diaz.
a joke.
Oh, okay. All right. Only thing about Jakar I like is
What the fuck that is?
you don't know who Mark Diaz is?
No. I don't know what the fuck that is.
Mark Diaz?
Yeah, no. I'm talking about.
Oh, you don't know who that is?
Yeah, I don't know.
Jakar Close, he's a guy he shouldn't be in the UFC.
He's undefeated.
There you go again.
Both of them are undefeated.
There you go
Both
again.
of them are undefeated.
Yeah, but one of them is actually fight UFC level talent, and one of them is just
We're not on Facebook.
no. I can't post.
We're about to get this motherfuckers. We about to go.
Ham, porky pig. All right. So.
Is that what that means?
Going ham, going porky pig. Mark Diakese is an exciting guy to watch out for. Savage. He's gonna knock out Jakar Close. How does Jakar Close lose that fight?
Well, however, Mark decides.
No, he decides. All right, we're agreeing on that.
So that's a squash match for me.
All right,
In fact,
that is a squash match. You're a wrestling fan here. We got a wrestling fan in this.
So we got Aspen Ladd
Aspen Ladd versus Jessica.
So
I.
whoever fights Jessica I, in my opinion, is gonna win. Jessica I is probably the worst female fighter in the UFC. She's fucking horrible. And I had high hopes for her, but she's fucking horrible. I hate watching her fight because she doesn't live up to her potential. She's garbage as fuck. You know what I'm saying? So Aspen Ladd is a champion. What weight class is it? 115?
115.
So Aspen Ladd is going up.
No.
So Invicta, she was 115 in Invicta? Invicta, no.
I know she's gonna be fighting at 115.
Yeah, so Aspen Ladd is going up in weight.
Oh, going out. Okay, so
She's going up in weight.
Yeah.
I got Aspen Ladd to win this fight. I just do not like fucking Jessica I, man. I think she's fucking garbage.
Jessica I. On one note, Jessica I is hotter than Misha Tate, but we will leave that.
Whoa! Get the fuck out of here.
Oh,
She's hotter than Misha Tate?
Oh yeah. You see
Jessica I looks like a fucking man. She's hella manly. You follow her on Instagram? Get Get the fuck out. That's blasphemy. You hear this shit?
If you give me a choice to which one to smash, you give me a one-day smash.
See, you haven't
pass.
met Mission Tape in person.
Oh, let's go ahead. We stunned.
She watched us play football.
She watched me drop a pass. She watched me drop an interception. I was fucking up on a football field. I was dropping everything.
Yeah. I thought I was doing good. Then George trashed me on air the next day. Said I was floating around. No scored on me.
I look like shit.
But Misha was there. She didn't watch the whole game.
But anyway, so you give me a one-day smash pass. I'm smashing Jessica, but that's not the point. Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert!
We got a Rose Namajunas fan.
Rose Namajunas, love me some Rose.
I love
Rose.
I think she's
love
the
some
next
Thug Rose.
champ. If Rose fights to her potential, she could be the next champ. If she fights to her potential, because Rose got everything. She's good at everywhere. Standing up, jiu-jitsu, Thai, everywhere.
She's rounding her game out.
Yeah.
But back to this fight. Aspen Ladd, for the people that do not know, she doesn't even have a photo on the UFC.com picture. But don't let that make you think she's the B-side in this fight. Aspen Ladd was the most can't-miss prospect in Sacramento about 3 or 4 years ago. Aspen Ladd is undefeated except for one fight in the amateurs in which she lost to who? Cynthia Calvillo. And in that fight, the whole local MMA world was waiting for Aspen Ladd to whoop that ass. Cynthia Calvillo upset those plans and defeated her. And going from that, Cynthia broke her arm, took some time off, came back, got 2 kills, came to the UFC, and as you know from there, the rest was history.
Can we toast to the homie?
Calvillo has been doing dirt ever since. Now, what people don't know about this fight that happened at WFC 3 or 4 years ago is that when that fight was over,
break it down.
Cynthia went to shake hands and Aspen Ladd refused to shake Cynthia's hands. It was another issue. It was a Ronda Rousey move. Cynthia felt a certain type of way about that fight. Why am I talking about Cynthia Calvillo now? It's because what I'm saying is there's a money fight in the making. Aspen Ladd is going to walk through Jessica I, and then she's going to look across the cage in her next fight, most likely against Cynthia. They're going to run that motherfucker back. There's going to be bad blood. It's MMA Gold versus Team Alpha Male. And for those of you who reside outside of the 916, you don't know, but them two camps do not like each other. I am looking forward to this money fight. Aspen Ladd versus Cynthia Calvillo. I can't wait to see them run it back.
My boy, past main event, right?
My boy is
main event.
But I want to send a shout out to Jordan Yost because obviously Jordan Yost is an MMA fan. Welcome to. I'm gonna kill that motherfucker. So welcome welcome to Jordan Yost to the MMA business report. I appreciate you stopping by and everything. Favor is dope. So my boy was getting kind of juiced.
I'm excited. I'm excited to see Aspen Ladd fight Cynthia Calvillo. And you should be excited to see that fight as well.
That's the homie right there.
Is Cynthia Calvillo the most exciting fighter in the UFC? Watch when she walks out. Some people, you talk about UFC jitters. Nah, Cynthia waited, man. She was waiting. She was in the cuts. She's in the cuts. She was watching people like Josh Emmett get their shot. Toledo Ishihara get their shot. She's watching all these killers from Team Alpha Male come on up and get their shot. And she was in the cuts like, yo, I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting. And when she got her opportunity, she did the damn thing. And when she fought Pearl Gonzalez, who might be the hottest girl in the UFC,
she's close to it.
Woo!
She's so
It was an amazing kill. It was an amazing kill.
It was a good fight.
I'm looking forward. Aspen Ladd is dope.
She's nice.
I'm talking about Cynthia during Aspen Ladd's breakdown.
Well, before all that's going to happen, before Aspen Ladd and Cynthia Calvillo fight, Cynthia's got to get past JoJo, Jordan Collingwood, and then Aspen Ladd's got to get past.
That's deal.
I know. I'm just saying. I'm just setting it up.
Yeah, I got it.
And Aspen Ladd's got to get past Jessica I. So what do you think about the what do you think about all this? The hype, just in case. I mean, it might happen. Aspen Ladd and Cynthia Calvillo, I-16 in the mix. What if that shit happened in Sacramento? What if we had to fight out here the Golden One?
Man, I'm
well, I'm gonna come across looking like a caveman here, real quick. We've been pretty hard on Jessica I. You know, if the event that was like a bongathon challenge, I mean, it's Jessica I all day. Yes, you know, she's definitely last woman standing. But honestly, during the women's fights, if it's not someone from SAC, I'm reloading my plate. You know, I'm out of the room. I'm catching up on conversation.
You're not a fan of the girl fights.
Not as much. Okay.
You misogynistic pig.
Okay.
Here we go.
Okay,
Here we go.
Golden State Warriors fan, right? What's your favorite WNBA franchise again? Real quick. Do you tune into those games?
Are they still in business?
It's just, I mean, my attraction to the sport is I want to know who the baddest.
I won't watch WNBA because it's not playing.
Is that the baddest man?
You're not into the women's MMA?
Not as much, no.
I love
How can you not be?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Joanna champion?
I don't leave the room with pages.
Joanna champion.
She's alright.
Motherfucking what's help me out.
Sorry.
I'm buzzing a little bit. Look like a man from Brazil. Is she fighting with
I never come across it. Okay, the
Cyborg.
Yes, in a division by herself.
Okay, explain something to me. Why the fuck is the UFC making a weight class at 145 when there's nobody in the 145? Geronimo who doesn't want to fight.
2 words.
Cyborg.
2 words. Fat chicks.
Sure, right.
Fat chicks.
Right.
UFC created the 145
no,
so they can start bringing in fat chicks.
You know, I'm a caveman. I work for what she did to Gina. It's
Gina Carano?
yeah.
She ended Gina.
No.
She ended her career.
Fuck,
She ended Gina Carano's career.
Fuck her.
Like Alex, what's up, Alex?
She's horrible. She no, I want to say she's
Very talented actress.
No, I take it back.
Love you, Gina.
Talented actor? Get the fuck out of here.
An actor.
You like Gina?
An actor.
See, your mind is out there for Gina like I am with Misha Tate.
Sure. My minds are too, though. Don't cut me short on that.
Back up. Hey, Misha Tate was so beautiful.
Okay,
She watched us play football.
back to the.
Put our arms around
Dude, I put my arm around her. I had a conversation with her.
You didn't have a conversation.
So we're all in agreement. Aspen Ladd beats Jessica I.
Yes. 916.
Alright, so let me talk about one of my absolute favorite fighter in the UFC. Teruto Ishihara. How can you not love Teruto Ishihara?
I like
Your favorite fighter?
Team, I love my bitches. Come on, man. What fighter got more game than that? Do you know why Teruto Ishihara fights?
Why?
Because he likes girls. He doesn't even like to fight.
I respect that.
Exactly. How can you
I
not?
like girls too.
He's transparent. He said he's very clear. I fight because it gets me girls. I don't even like to fight, he says. I fight because I get girls fighting.
Team Alpha Male.
He's at Team Alpha Male. He's a Sacramento dude. He's Nihongo. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
That's the guy who dates Asian women.
No, not women. Asian women. Wife is Japanese. Sweet Japanese.
I'm just saying.
Rocking. Kids are Japanese and black. You know what I'm saying? So no. Teruto Ishihara. He's from the motherland. He's he's from Japan. He's really from Japan. He actually barely speaks English. The only words I really hear him talk about in English is "I love my bitches."
Nice. Well, that's probably the first thing you ought to learn.
Well, of course, if you want to get bitches, you better at least be able to say, I like bitches. They might take you to the wrong club otherwise.
Okay. But you honestly like him more than Cody, more than Nick and Nate. Come
Yes.
on. Oh.
Yeah.
No, I love you some Cody. I'm sorry.
Hey,
Master
Cody's
Tom.
married.
Master Tom.
That's more. Hey, Jordan, you know your shit, dog.
I'm telling you, he been posting shit. You ain't. Hey, look. Cody. Girl, have you seen his wife?
Cody Garber, let's not be disrespectful.
No. Hold on.
Okay.
Have you seen his wife? She is fucking gorgeous.
Yes, I have. That's why I say let's not.
Jesus.
That's why I say let's not be disrespectful.
Am I saying she's gorgeous?
So we'll stop right there.
No, I'm just saying she's.
I'm just don't stop right there.
She's. I'm just saying.
Sure. There's lots
Well, you have no problem with the women I bring around being disrespectful. He got no problem with that shit. But Cody, don't be disrespectful.
Sure.
The 135 champion, don't be disrespectful.
Right.
Fuck that. But she's beautiful.
She is. So are Cody's
Screw
suits.
TJ and the
Screw professionally jealous of
TJ
all of
Snake.
Cody's business formal wear.
Screw TJ the Snake.
Before we move off of Cody, though, have you been watching Tough? How do you feel about Cody on Tough?
I love him.
You don't feel like he's coming across in the street?
He's coming across bad. He's coming across bad.
awful.
Fuck.
He's coming across bad. And and you know they can edit it and make you look a certain way. So I don't know how he's really acting, but I mean, okay.
I love it.
Jake, you know how I felt about the whole separation of Team Alpha Male when Bang left.
Yeah.
You know, we've been doing the show a long time, and when Bang left, I was against it.
Right.
Nope. They are better with Bang.
Because you're a Team Alpha Male writer. And a Nick Diaz
I fuck
right.
with the local dudes. I fuck with I fuck with the local cats. I think we live in a hotbed of MMA right here, right? Okay, so when it comes to TJ versus Cody, I'm just, you know what I mean? Like, I wish they never separated that camp. You know what I mean? So, but I do feel like Cody has come across. I feel like Cody has come across like a bully. I think he's coming across.
Fuck that. Like a hurt girlfriend.
Nah, I don't want to be disrespectful or anything. I don't like the way. I don't like when friends beef with friends. I feel like, you know what I mean? Like, if once you should be homies, you work through some bullshit, and they're not working through their bullshit. No. And I don't like
it's the fight. I'm
uncomfortable.
It's the fight game. It's a totally different level. Emotion, when you fight.
TJ's not a snake.
Okay, listen. When you fight, emotions are involved.
Yeah.
It's the fight game.
Sure.
So high emotions are going on. And hold on, let me preface this. Who runs Team Alpha Male?
You're right, Faith.
Exactly. So that motherfucker is riding. So no, listen. If you have funk with somebody and that was cool, I know you longer. Like for example, hypothetically, you and him have funk. I'm riding with you. You my dog.
Oh,
I'm
really?
just saying.
Okay.
No,
Thanks for spelling that out.
So this is how it goes.
I'm sure this is a surprise to nobody.
But this is what I'm saying. So Cody is a rider. You know what I'm saying? So I respect that.
Get it.
So I can't hate on Cody.
I get it. I just don't like it. I understand.
Fuck that. I'm riding with Cody.
I understand it. I just don't like it.
I'm making a point.
Brian's so uncomfortable right now. Right.
Just in case you missed it, if there's an odd man out, it's me.
I'm making a point.
I'm sure none of you can believe it.
I'm making Mayweather gone Terry McGregor. I'm just making a point. I'm telling you the reason why I like Cody is he's loyal. You know what I'm saying? He don't give a fuck. That's why.
I get it.
Cody, if you're listening and you're viewing this motherfucker,
sorry for the
I'm riding with you, Cody. Do your thing, homie. That's all I'm saying.
All right, so
real quick, do you think I should get a neck tattoo like Cody, self-made, a diamond, you move?
Yeah,
a neck tattoo is
Ryan is a motherfucking beast. He looks like a square, but Ryan is a fucking savage. Look at this, Ryan's a savage.
That's right.
Screw TJ the Snake. TJ's not a snake. Mayweather gonna tear McGregor a new one. Mayweather's getting knocked the fuck out.
I'm with you. I think
Mayweather's gonna get knocked the fuck out.
I'm a Mayweather fan. I think McGregor's gonna knock him out. I think McGregor's gonna knock that ass out. Floyd is smart.
Oh no!
Yeah.
No, God.
I'm going McGregor.
I'm sorry. I zoned out for a moment, but that snapped me back to reality.
You going Mayweather?
Yeah, I'm going Mayweather. Yeah.
I gotta go. Look. Follow me as I put this landscape out there.
Okay.
McGregor is used to being punched with these fucking little ass UFC gloves.
Sure.
So
okay.
the 10-ounce gloves and boxing ain't gonna do shit. Number one. Number two. I don't know what.
Whatever it is, McGregor.
Well, and number two, McGregor is aggressive. He comes forward in the fight.
Okay.
And number three, the biggest point. Follow me. He's southpaw. Mayweather has problems with southpaw. Number four, not only is he southpaw, he's lanky and long, and he's a good counterpuncher.
Okay.
So I mean, I'm just saying, I'm a Mayweather fan, but McGregor got all these intangibles that can fuck Mayweather out, who has been going for 2 years.
Okay, now I agree with you if the fight's in an alley and it's not sanctioned and there's no rules, but McGregor can't take him down. He can't throw kicks.
Okay.
This is going to be all about footwork, and I don't
McGregor
believe
has
that he's not going to touch him at all. He's got it for MMA. And,
But he's going to be a bully.
This fight's announced less than 3 months before it's. He doesn't have time. He doesn't have time. It's going to be a Mayweather fight. It's going to be a lopsided decision. He's not going to finish him, but it's the fight's going to end. Everyone's going to complain there wasn't enough action. They're afraid they're never going to buy another Mayweather pay-per-view, and then something else is going to come up, and they will.
They won't need to buy another Mayweather because he'll be 50-0 and have the record.
Sure.
So, I'm hoping that it's not going to be one of those, okay, look, you take this die, and I'll cut you this check. You feel me?
I would be more worried about that if Mayweather wasn't.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm hoping it's not that.
For that.
Okay.
So, but yeah,
right.
It seems like a natural trilogy.
What's funny right now is that boxing and MMA have totally different fan base, different type of people. Boxing guys like that OG guy who still sags his pants. He likes real hip hop. He hates fucking skinny jeans.
Probably about 25.
Yeah, he's 25 years older than an MMA fan, and he doesn't respect MMA. He doesn't like MMA, and he just assumes that in boxing, these MMA guys go out there, they're not really that tough. He doesn't respect the MMA craft. So let me explain one thing to you that you should understand. Something is going on here. Just take what you really think about the fight out of it, and look at the odds. Floyd Mayweather is negative 550 and Conor McGregor is plus 375. What fucking planet do we live on where those odds make any fucking sense? Marcos Chino Maidana was Floyd was negative 700 versus him. Floyd was negative 1,200 versus Andre Berto, an Olympian. Why the fuck is Floyd negative 550 versus Conor McGregor? Something isn't right. It makes no fucking sense.
I don't think the shark money's come in yet. This is all emotional.
Right now, shit. To be honest with you, if there's nothing going on right now, me and you should be able to go put $1 million on Floyd Mayweather and get a nice fucking return on that fucking money. In 60 minutes of time, we can make a lot of motherfucking money. Because at negative 550, you can still bet it and make some fucking money. Something's not right.
Yeah.
Something is not right.
Yeah.
Something is not right with those odds. Why is Conor McGregor only plus 375? Why?
Emotional betting. It's emotional right now.
I think right now.
Everyone's chasing a big payday. So
what it is a lot of people. Listen, what it is.
The Sharks feast on emotional betting.
Let me make this point.
What is everybody waiting on?
The emotional betting is accurate. The reason why I'm saying is because the boxing historians, people who've been watching boxing for forever, a lot of people are old school. They're not into the MMA shit.
Yeah.
Right?
So then they should be putting their whole house on Floyd Mayweather right now.
But what I'm saying
that should be the emotional betting.
They got caught up in the Kool-Aid of McGregor. That motherfucker is a talker. He can talk up. He can talk a motherfucking cat from a fish wagon. He can talk. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. So,
but the boxing guy has no respect for Conor McGregor, so therefore you would think that gobs of money are coming in on Floyd Mayweather.
Okay.
Gobs of money are coming in, but it's not the. Okay, so the Sharks, what are they waiting on? What are the Sharks waiting on to put their money on Mayweather?
Should wait for that line to drop just a little bit more. Just a little bit more.
We're waiting for line to drop? Why would Floyd Mayweather should be negative 3,000 in this fight? Realistically speaking, this fight should be Floyd Mayweather. If you bet me $3,000, I'll give you $1. You know what I mean? There's no reason for this fight to be negative. Something's up. Something's up. Whether the fix is in or something is up. But somebody who knows something.
You need another threat.
Yes. Somebody who knows something is saying that Floyd Mayweather is not going to win this fight.
I don't think he's going to win.
He's not going to win this fight. There's something up. Something is up. Look at the numbers.
I might agree with you if he wasn't undefeated, but he is. I can't imagine him putting that on the line.
But then if you think that this fight's going to happen on the up and up, take everything you got. Ask your mom for her wedding ring, everything. Pawn it, put it all on Floyd Mayweather, and come out richer.
The one reason why I won't do that is because it's a combat sport and one man can throw it. Real quick though, while we are touched on boxing, happy birthday, Iron Mike. I think he's 51 today.
Is it Mike Tyson's birthday?
Yes, it is Mike Tyson's birthday.
Mike Tyson.
Dynamite.
I love Mike Tyson.
Cover boy, my first Sports Illustrated, December 1st, 1986. I swear to God, all that's accurate.
Don't we got Pacquiao fighting tomorrow?
Oh, Manny Pacquiao fights tomorrow. You're right.
Free on ESPN,
He's
right?
fighting on ESPN against Joe Horn.
No.
Joe.
Oh no! I'm so sorry. I was thinking about Jeremy Horn.
Oh.
Was there?
Is it?
Out of space.
Oh, all right.
I'm a bartender.
Got a bartender over here. I'll be back, y'all.
That's right.
But yeah, I mean,
I'm telling you stuff.
realistically, I'm not touching this fight from the betting perspective.
Oh, okay, man, that's gonna stick, isn't it? Right, okay.
That's a done
We
deal.
don't want to go with like Rhino,
That's a
nothing
done-
like that.
Rhino, whatever. the
There
fuck
we
it
go.
was. That's a done deal, man.
Oh,
Okay, we still haven't got into the motherfucking fight card for Amanda Nunes, one of the biggest cards in UFC history and shit.
Who got a Napoleon? Oh wait, hey, Darren Halfage. Who's got a Napoleon complex? Conor McGregor or Floyd Mayweather? They both short. They ain't like one of them. And then, dude, you talking about boxing is a technical sport? They're both technical sports, dummy. What are you talking about? McGregor's entering Floyd's world. It's a fight. It's a fight, and somebody's gonna win, and somebody's gonna lose. And I'm telling you right now, if you think that this fight is on the up and up, nope, something's going on. The fix is in, folks. The fix is in. Why is Floyd taking this fight? Floyd's... What the fuck is that saying right there?
I don't know.
Hold on.
That could be anything.
Floyd's shorter, and you know it. You guys talking about the leprechaun versus... I'm having a hard time deciphering that.
Talking about the leprechaun.
Oh, yeah, well.
He's almost a midget. Right, so, anyway, guys, what I'm telling you right now is, if I'm betting that fight, well, first of all, I'm not touching that fight. Something's up. Why is Floyd even taking this fight? Why is this fight even happening? This fight makes no sense.
Money?
Yeah.
That's the only fucking reason
Makes no
this
sense,
fight is
right?
happening. He almost admitted the Diaz brothers would fuck them both.
Well, I don't know if I agree with that, but
First of all,
Nate Diaz should be
no.
on the undercard.
I have it on good authority.
Yes, he should be boxing somebody.
Well, who the fuck would
Nick
he
should
fight?
be boxing somebody.
Who the fuck would they fight?
Vargas.
Danny Garcia?
One of them should be fighting Vargas.
Danny Garcia? Vargas?
Fernando Vargas.
Fernando
Exactly.
Vargas? Get the
He
fuck out.
admitted.
In what weight class?
For years. What the fuck?
In what weight class?
Fernando Vargas? He retired?
So's Nick.
Fucking Fernando Vargas.
The Diaz brothers would fuck them both.
He ain't fought in
If we
30
announced that
years.
fight, I would buy the card
Diaz
twice,
brothers.
but I would
The
watch
last
Wicked
time I seen
Fernando.
Vargas,
And
we
that's
had
the
a
main
big
event
ass
for me.
lump on the De La Hoya, put that big ass hematoma on his head. That's the last time I seen him fight.
I don't think that the Diaz brothers would have sex with Floyd Mayweather or Conor McGregor, much less both of them.
Oh, fuck them.
No, probably not.
I don't think they're gay, dude. I don't think they'd fuck them.
But going back to that Bongathon, though, if we introduce the Diaz brothers into that, Jessica I's finishing no better than third, in my opinion.
Does she smoke a lot of weed? Is this...
Oh, that's my understanding,
She
my
smokes.
interpretation of the situation.
Jessica I is sexy, but she ain't finer than Misha Tate. I'm sorry. Misha Tate is my lovely. She's my precious.
Very attractive in real life. Love it. Very nice to meet you,
precious.
Misha. Very nice to meet you.
Moving on.
She was really nice too. Good conversation.
You had her in your sights and didn't shoot the shot. Take the shot, Maverick. Take the shot, Maverick.
Johnny Nunez was right
Boy,
there.
that
He
goose.
was right there.
See, I didn't
I
know.
was trying to cover him in the football
Okay,
game.
listen. My defense. I didn't know Misha Tate was single. I thought she was still fucking with
Caradouche.
Yeah. Look, he's the most
The best
underrated.
fish in the game.
He's the most underrated fighter in the UFC.
I agree.
I like Caraway. He's a good dude, and he's hella underrated. Now he don't fight as frequent. I think he fakes on injuries and shit like that. I really do. He doesn't fight as frequent, but he's a good fighter, man.
Well,
He beat the Funk Master. I'm just saying.
He did.
He beat the Funk
He did.
Master.
Which doesn't mean as much as it used to mean. His star has diminished.
Well, he's got time to come back. He's
Star
got
has
time to come-
diminished. He lost it on Sunset after
For a
that.
moment, Kevin Lee.
Asensio was ranked number 2. You keep talking about Asensio like he's a bum. Asensio is good. I mean, what the fuck do you keep talking?
Gatekeeper.
He's a gatekeeper.
Definitely a gatekeeper.
Get the fuck out of
Not
here.
championship material. That's exactly what he is.
How's the
He's fighting
He's the
Bosley
definition.
and Sensao all day.
He's the
Fights on the top
definition.
Because
five,
he's been hurt.
He's the
He's been hurt.
definition of a gatekeeper.
But how is he a gatekeeper? He's
He'll
ranked
never
number
be
2.
champion.
He should have fought for the title.
Hold on.
He's only lost, what, 2 fights? His whole career? Or how many fights have you lost?
Because he's never going to be champion. That's why he's a gatekeeper.
He might not be champion.
That's what a gatekeeper
No,
is.
he should have fought for the title against DJ who was hurt. What you got to say?
Hey.
Right. What, you got something to say?
A Sensao?
Yeah.
Gatekeeper. All the way.
Yeah.
All the way.
Okay.
He-
So you saying he's a gatekeeper? When I think of gatekeeper, I think of Clay Guida. That's what I think of a gatekeeper.
Okay.
So you're saying he's on the same level as Clay Guida as a gatekeeper?
No. Clay Guida is a gatekeeper to the top 50 at lightweight now. He's probably a gatekeeper to the top 40 at featherweight. A Sensao is a gatekeeper to the top 5 at bantamweight.
Yeah.
How are you ranked number 2 and you're a gatekeeper? How are you ranked number 2?
Because the UFC rankings
He's
make
never
sense.
gonna be champion.
Because the UFC rankings make sense, right?
So
Because the rankings don't make sense.
Okay, so who in that weight class do you think is gonna beat? Who will beat
I can give you
Sensao?
5 people.
Give me 5.
TJ Dillashaw, Cody
No.
Garbrandt.
I'm talking about after. I'm not after the.
Well, you said who's gonna beat him? I was
Okay,
just gonna
hold
name
on.
up
First
a
of all,
bunch of them.
TJ and Cody are 1 and 2 in my opinion.
Dominic Cruz.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Then there's
Keep going.
3 that aren't
That's
close.
3. That's it.
No, it's not it.
Who else? In that weight class? Who else?
What's my
Google
boy's
it, shit.
name?
Google
Hold
it.
on, what's my boy name?
Google it. Yeah.
Tomas
exactly.
Almeida.
Who?
Yes.
Tomas
Get the
Almeida.
fuck out of here.
Tomas Almeida. I did not stutter.
He's like, who's Waldo? Since he got knocked the fuck out by Cody, where the fuck has he been? Where has he been?
It's first
No.
It's not who's Waldo, it's where's Waldo. First
It don't matter.
Who's Waldo?
Just the ghetto.
He
version.
won a fight after that. He
Okay.
beat fucking
Who?
Alberto Morales.
Who the fuck is that?
He just fought
That's one of the
November.
contests.
Okay, so you saying he went from Cody to who? Cody to who?
He won. He said, where's he
No.
been? He's fought.
But
You
I'm
said
saying-
he's been where's
but
Waldo.
saying-
I'm telling you
but
he's
what
fought.
I'm saying is, how the fuck you go from Cody
So now you
to
take
who?
the authority. At first was where he's been
No,
going.
it don't
What I'm saying
matter.
is he fought after
It
that.
don't matter. But
Who
I'm
fought him,
saying,
knocked the dude out.
but who the fuck is that dude though? He's supposed to
He's
knock
a-
him out, right?
He did, but he didn't
Exactly.
supposed to do
Right. Exactly.
And
but,
he was
but
beat,
who is he?
He beat Rafael Sunsao. Are you kidding me?
Who? He what?
He would beat Rafael Sunsao.
Anyway.
He's beat Anthony Burchak.
But-
He's beat Brad Pickett.
Okay. Who has he fought since Cody?
He's only fought one time.
Exactly.
And he won.
And who
And
would
he
have
knocked the guy out.
Who was the How do you go from Cody to some no-name dude? From the average MMA fan not gonna know who the fuck he fought. How the fuck you go from Cody to some no-name? You got a lot of
Fuck,
hold
they
on.
booked him to
You
fight.
got come on, man. You got motherfuckers out there who fighting top name competitors every fucking fight, even if they lose. So you gonna tell me he's gonna go from Cody to some no-name dude, and you telling me he's
I would-
Sensao? Come on, man. Come on, man.
Who do you blame for that? Whose fault? Whose job is that?
That's because they're trying. They know he's not that good yet. They know he's not that good. How the fuck? Come
He
on,
has
man.
one loss in his entire career in 28 fights
Against Cody.
against Cody Garbrandt.
Who has he fought
Who is
before
the
Cody?
champion?
Who has he fought before Cody? Really,
fought-
nobody.
He's fought Anthony Burchak. He's fought tough
Who?
guys.
20-some grown men.
Who the fuck is that? Exactly. He has not fought
You know
nobody.
who Anthony
He-
Burchak
only,
is?
only,
bro. All right.
only person.
Nah,
No, I don't.
you're-
I don't. He's really nobody. And only person he fought of reference that I know because he's from the 916 is Touchy Feely. That's it. That's it.
Okay, so here's a list of people
Please tell
who
me.
would beat Rafael
No.
Sunsao. Rob, okay. No, I thought you asked for that.
Hold on. I'm still stuck on how the fuck you had the audacity to talk about
Audacity?
Audacity. Almeida got knocked the
Just talk-
fuck out by Cody, and you telling me the next fight was a non-ranked opponent? He's non-ranked, right? He's not even in the top 10. So you had the audacity to bring this motherfucker up over a sit-out? Come on, man.
He
Next.
beat a Sunsao. John Dodson would beat a Sunsao.
Huh?
John Dodson
No.
would beat Rafael Sunsao.
Hold Hold on, I don't think he would.
John Lineker would beat Rafael Sunsao.
I don't think he would. I don't. Now you're just throwing out motherfuckers.
No, I'm not. I'm telling you, good fighters at 135. 135 is loaded with talent.
First of all, John Lineker got his ass whooped by TJ. Sunsao had a close fight against TJ. Now you give me the facts. TJ and the Sunsao had a close fight. It could have went either way. It could have went either way.
We're just gonna use
John Lineker.
We're gonna use fight math, right? Fight math works, right?
You calling out names?
We'll just use fight math.
But you're calling out names.
You just can't use fight math.
Why are you calling out names here? You're talking about Lineker could beat Sunsao. How do you know that?
I'm telling you.
How do you know that?
I'm giving you what my thoughts are.
You're going off that.
Ask me.
You're going off fight math, right?
No.
So
I'm telling you that I think John Dawson is a better fighter than Rafael Sunsao.
I'm going off mutual opponents. That's what I'm going off when I grade opponents.
Because that makes sense.
No, it does make sense.
That works.
Who did they both fight? Who's the mutual opponent? Who did good against the opponent they both fought? John Lineker got his ass kicked by TJ. Sunsao with the distance, it was a close fight against TJ. So you tell me.
Make fights, Mike.
Okay, what I'm saying, it does. You're absolutely right. But what I'm saying is Sunsao will beat that ass. Simple as that, because he's smart. He's a veteran fighter.
They will fight in the very near future, and you will.
Man, you're pumping up Almeida. Almeida ain't shit. He ain't fought no fucking body.
You're going to feel the way you feel.
He was 20 and 0 against
they're both in the cage together, and then you're going to see a Sunsao. You're going to see Almeida, and you're going to be like, why didn't I go with the guy who's 10 years younger? The more dynamic fight.
What are you talking about?
Almeida.
Yeah.
What about
Almeida?
Once you see him side by side with the Sunsao, you're not going to
But you guys have not told me who he's fought before or after Cody.
I'm just saying skill-wise.
If we're talking about all-time greats, like
there's other people who have skill-wise and ain't done shit in the UFC.
Right now, this
you know what I'm saying? Like your boy, Terry Thatch, or whatever.
No.
Wait a minute. I'm just saying.
Brandon Thatch has nothing to do with Hamas.
Wait, you said skill-wise. Brandon Thatch has skills. You said he was one of your top fighters to look after, and he ain't. And I told you.
You know what? Okay. To the world, let's make one thing clear. I am the smack god. I say shit and it happens. I happen to say that I thought Brandon Thatch was going to be a good fighter. And I was wrong about that one fighter.
Really wrong.
But if you want to talk about Cody Garbrandt, the first time you probably heard of him, I told you about him.
No, that's negative.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Either way, you want to talk about the prospects? I do my research on the young guys.
You do your
Am I wrong occasionally? Yes, I was wrong about Brandon Thatch. But I told the world about Conor McGregor. I told the world about Ronda Rousey. I've been telling the world about Cody Garbrandt. I bet money on TJ Dillashaw to beat Henry Morale. I am always talking about the young fighters. I got one wrong, and you want to bring it up. Like, that has something to do, Tomas Almeida.
Yes.
Brandon Thatch has nothing to do. He fights at 170. They aren't the same human being. They have nothing to do with each other.
Who Almeida has fought before or after? You still haven't told me. I'm still waiting.
Yes, I have, actually.
A ranked opponent. Ranked. In the UFC. I do.
Anthony Burchak is a solid
He's not ranked. So you telling me Thomas Almeida has fought bigger competition. I'm sorry, not Thomas.
Thomas Almeida would beat Rafael Sunsao.
Sunsao has fought better competition.
I'm saying John Dawson would beat him.
Well, yeah, he's 15 years older. So
what I'm saying is you guys are hyping up Thomas Almeida like he's the next champion. He's fucking garbage.
Rafael Sunsao's 34 years old.
Okay, and he's ranked number 2.
Like
and he's ranked number 2.
135.
And he's ranked number 2. Only reason why injuries. That's
he should not be ranked number 3 in bantamweight. John Lineker would knock him out.
Yep.
Okay.
John Lineker.
And Thomas Almeida, it's bullshit. He ain't fought nobody. He ain't fought nobody. Who has he fought?
Your words are hurtful.
Who has he fought? And the only ranked opponent he's fought, he's got his ass whooped. Am I right?
That can't be right.
Is it right?
No.
Okay, who?
Brad Pickett.
Hey!
Right, come on, man.
Brad Pickett was ranked. Okay. That's what you just asked. Has he fought somebody ranked? He has.
See, they're both proving my point. They're talking about let me finish. They're talking about Sunsao's old. Brad Pickett is 195 years old. He's 195 years old.
You're all over the place.
No, I'm not. You're talking about how old Sunsao is.
34.
Brad Pickett is fucking garbage.
He was
man.
ranked.
Okay, I stand corrected. He was fucking garbage. He was
He was
past his
ass.
prime. He was past his prime. So the
Okay.
only person you can bring up is Brad One Punch Pickett.
Anthony Burchett, but you don't know who he is. So
Anthony Burchett
So because
is
you don't know who he
garbage.
is,
I do know he's garbage.
He's not garbage.
No, come on, dog. You're being crazy, dog.
Okay, I'm being crazy.
Yeah, you're not
Who has
Kind of.
What I do?
He beat Joe Soto. He knocked out Joe Soto in the first round. Joe Soto went to almost the
Joe
distance.
Soto's garbage.
Joe Soto's
Joe
garbage.
Soto's garbage.
Joe Soto.
Joe Soto fought for the title.
TJ.
Joe Soto is a David Terrell.
He came into Sacramento
Terrell.
and fought a man
God.
who trained at
Are you-
Sacramento.
Oh, come on, man.
Joe Soto.
Wait, wait, wait.
American
You ain't
hero.
got love for David Terrell.
No.
Until I see Sac-
How you gonna? Are you comparing? Are you comparing? Get the
Yes.
fuck out of here.
David Terrell's got a high level. David Terrell's brown belts are better than most black belts.
No, I'm saying you comparing Joe Soto to David Terrell.
No, he trains under David Terrell.
Yeah, Joe Soto's garbage.
Oh,
Joe Soto.
that's-
I'm gonna take your MMA.
Joe Soto beat Ronnie Yaya. He beat Mark
I
Belcher.
love
He
you,
beat Chris
Joe.
Bill. He's on a
Thanks for
3K.
taking that fight. Appreciate it.
You guys, okay, look.
Save the pay-per-view.
This is what I'm saying. What's funny is all the guys you're trying to pump up, you're tend to beat.
saying Joe Soto's not
Hold on.
garbage. He's
All
not
the guys you're trying to pump up. You're saying their wins are against opponents who are fucking garbage. Ronnie Yaya will never fight for a title.
Okay, Anthony, you think Anthony Burchett is garbage? You think Joe
garbage.
Soto is garbage? Are you
Garbage.
kidding me? No,
He's
they're not garbage.
They'll never fight for a title.
Well, okay,
They'll never fight for a title.
so what is okay? So why is Joe Soto garbage?
He's just garbage.
Why?
He's garbage.
Why?
He will never fight for he will never be top 5.
He did fight for the title. You were about to say he'll never
Ah,
fight
come
for the
on.
title.
Okay.
You caught yourself, and he did fight for the
deserved
title.
that.
Right here in
He
Sacramento.
deserved it.
Absolutely stepped up and
Get
took
the-
the fight.
You deserve it on
Yeah,
TV.
right here. Right here.
Save
No.
the pay-per-view.
He stepped up.
No.
Fucking
He
short
stepped
notice.
up on short notice.
Yeah.
But he
Right.
deserved it. Was he in line to fight for the title?
No, he wasn't.
Okay.
But he stepped up. He made weight.
It's
Kenny Burrell
Joe
did it.
Soto's garbage.
And he made his own
He's
luck.
garbage.
You
He's
know,
garbage.
he was on the prelims on a
My
card where
point
the main
is,
event was in
my
his weight
point
division.
is
Joe
this.
Soto.
My point is
Joe
this.
Soto,
You
smart
guys
man.
are talking about a Sensal being old, a Sensal, he doesn't.
He's old. He's 34.
Okay, but he's still ranked number 2 or number 3. I think he's ranked
Shouldn't
number
be.
3 or 2 or 3. Why not?
Okay, because
Why
you
not?
started this conversation saying who would beat him, and I gave you 3 names that would beat him.
Yeah, motherfucking champions. That's it.
No,
The past
I
champions.
also
You gave
gave
3 names. You said Cody, you said TJ, and Cruz.
I
3
gave-
names.
and then
I said Marlon
you
too.
said
Then
3
I
names.
gave you 3
Marlon,
names after that.
I'm confused. Okay, 3 names after that. You said Lineker.
Marlon.
No.
Hands and Stone Lineker, but
Marlon
not
Moraes?
Yes.
He just lost to him. He just lost to a Sensal. What the fuck you talking about? He just lost to a Sensal.
That wasn't right. That was he had jitters. He had jitters. He had jitters. He was
Okay.
nervous.
All right, you guys are proving my
That was
point.
not right.
Thomas Almeida.
Thomas Almeida beats him. John Dawson beats him. John Lineker.
When is Thomas Almeida's
I'd
next
like to
fight?
see him versus Rob Font, to be honest with you.
When is Thomas Almeida's next fight? You ain't gonna know.
I don't know.
It's gonna be against somebody who's not ranked.
He's fighting against Jimmy Rivera, who is ranked. So
Okay,
first of all,
Jimmy
you're
Rivera's
wrong.
gonna kick his ass.
Jimmy Rivera.
From New York. He's gonna kick his ass. I like Jimmy Rivera. He's an up and comer. He's gonna
Jimmy
kick his
Rivera's
ass.
getting going 9-9.
Get the fuck out of here.
Thomas Almeida is the best Thai. He's got the best Muay Thai.
Yeah, it showed against Cody. It showed.
Hey,
It
Cody's a
showed.
beast.
Exactly.
That's why Cody's a champion.
That's my point. He
Cody's
can't
a
do
beast.
shit against the top 5. He ain't
He's
even.
gonna fight against the top 5.
Listen. All these fighters in that weight class fought against top 5 competitors. Thomas Almeida ain't fought shit. How long has he
Shout
been
out
in the
to
UFC?
Richard Kidd.
How long has he been in the
Jungle
UFC?
fights.
How long
Love
has he
you,
been in the
Thomas.
UFC?
Who? Thomas Almeida?
Yeah.
He's got like 7 fights in
And who has been top 5
I love you,
that
Richard.
for the average UFC fan would know?
Hey, listen.
Don't get frustrated.
Listen.
I'm just
All I'm gonna say
saying.
is this. Until they fight, we can't believe this. Let's move on. I think you're wrong. I think Thomas Almeida and John Dawson and John Lineker would beat Rafael Sunset. And I think this is all going to shake itself out in the coming months. But right now, he's got a fight coming up scheduled with Jimmy Rivera, which is a great motherfucking fight, by the way.
Yeah, I got
That's
Jimmy.
a great fucking fight. And I've got Thomas Almeida, and I will bet you 20 push-ups that Thomas Almeida beats Jimmy Rivera.
Right.
You know how these work out.
And you know it's gonna be.
You know he's working out?
It's gonna probably be in New York.
You know how these work out?
It's gonna probably be in New
I
York
don't give
too.
a fuck if they fight in New York, Sacramento, or in Brazil. Because, how you say it? And he said he's gonna die in
Yeah,
Brazilian.
because Thomas O'Malley's been doing real good with the top 10 or top 5.
He's got one loss his whole career.
Real good.
One loss his whole career.
Yeah, because he only fought one time in the top 5.
Question, though. We're in Northern California right now. Jimmy essentially retired Uriah as a contender. Don't you hate him?
I like Jimmy. I'm gonna keep real with real.
I don't like Jimmy.
I like him. I think he's gonna knock
He broke my
Thomas
heart.
O'Malley the fuck out.
He broke my heart.
He's one of those. He's
This
like,
year,
you know
Uriah.
who Thomas O'Malley reminds me of? Fucking Eric Silva, a hot prospect who turned out to be fucking nothing. That's what Thomas O'Malley is. Watch what I say. Thomas O'Malley is fucking
Based off one
garbage.
loss.
He ain't fought nobody in the top 5.
Yes.
They keep what weight division is this? 135, right?
Yes.
There's a plethora of motherfuckers who can fight. He's fighting who?
He's fighting Jimmy Rivera.
Before him.
Cody Garbrandt.
No, after Cody Garbrandt, who was his last fight.
Jungle fights.
He ain't
Alright,
fought
anyway.
fucking nobody. My point made. He's fucking garbage. He ain't fighting nobody in the top 5. He ain't winning against nobody. He ain't beating Cruz. He beating Cruz?
Almeida?
Is he
I
beating?
don't know, man. I think he's that
Get the
good.
fuck
He
out of
might
here.
be the second best guy.
Is
at
he beating
135.
Dillashaw?
135. He might be the second best guy at 135.
Is he beating?
Okay.
Is he beating Cody?
To be honest with you,
Is he beat Cody again?
Okay, MJ, if we go back and we watched the film when we talked about the up-and-coming guys, I said Tomas Almeida was my #1 guy at 135, followed by Cody Garbrandt. I had Almeida.
Nah, you said it was somebody else.
No, it was Almeida and then Cody.
It was somebody else. It was shit, and he's garbage now. Not Brandon Thatch. It was another guy.
And Aljamain Sterling up there.
It wasn't Aljamain Sterling. It was somebody else.
Well,
I can't remember.
All right, we're gonna find it. All right, anyway, so we're really off the track here. Anyway,
matter.
let me give you my hot take on
This
Kevin
is
Lee.
live. This is live.
Let me give you my hot take on Kevin Lee. Kevin Lee versus Michael Chiesa.
Richard, what's going on?
Okay.
Fuck Cain Velasquez. He's a disappointment in the heavyweight. I'm sorry.
So Kevin Lee versus Michael Chiesa. There was a
Your name was
big
Richard. Wouldn't you go by Dick?
Dick Kid.
Yeah. Or Kid Dick. I don't know. One or the other.
Dick Kid.
Sure.
Kid Dick, but not work with the ladies.
Okay, what were we about to say?
I was gonna say
Oh, we're not
Kevin Lee
really
versus
right.
Michael Chiesa. Kevin Lee versus Michael Chiesa. The internet went nuts on this one. Dana White's drunk ass got up there and said that Mario Mazzagatti did it wrong. First of all, he's blending 2 of his referees into one human
That's
being.
right,
Because
that's
it's
right.
Mario Yamasaki and Steve
Well,
Mazzagatti.
they both suck. That's why he.
Is that Maserati?
That's why he did that shit
I've been off this whole
intentionally
time.
because they
Whole
both
time.
suck.
I can't say that for sure, but one thing let's say for sure is that Kevin Lee versus Michael Chiesa. Everybody's like crazy about this fight. You know what? Michael Chiesa tried to tap, but he missed. He did this.
Yeah.
He missed. He missed. Right? He was going night-night. He was going night-night. He was gonna have a real nice sleep for about 10, 15 seconds. So all these people talking about Michael Chiesa got robbed. Michael Chiesa is appealing the decision. Michael Chiesa, keep it 100. Yo ass, you don't even know what the fuck happened. You was going to sleep, right? So, and then another thing. All of this bullshit happened because, you know, Kevin Lee was doing his thing at the press conference, right? He was talking that talk and whatever. And he said, you know, what I heard is that Michael Chiesa mama got good tickets for the fight.
Which you did.
And then Michael Chiesa, hey man, don't you ever talk about my mother. Don't you ever talk about my mother. As it turns out, his mother had great seats to the fight.
My whole thing about this shit is this. Between Michael Chiesa and Kevin Lee, Mazzagatti.
Maserati.
I think,
Bugatti.
yeah. Well, he's an instructor in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. You know what I'm saying? What's his name?
Yamasaki?
Yamasaki. He's an instructor in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Really?
Yeah, he is.
Those
So,
guys know that shit.
in my opinion, I can't quote. I can't say this that I said this myself. I got to give it up to Kenny Florian. Kenny Florian says this is the best. Mario Marsaki. fuck it, whatever his name is, shouldn't have stopped the fight because it wasn't an arm, it wasn't a leg, it wasn't an ankle or anything like that. It was him choking the fuck out.
Why do you think he stopped the fight?
This fucking nap.
Why do you think he stopped the fight?
I don't know.
I'm gonna tell you why. Because his hands went limp.
Okay, but
His hands went limp. His hands went limp.
Right, but his eyes were still open.
He lost his purse.
It looked, it looked like you.
Okay, I'm not gonna argue with that.
Yeah,
what I'm saying is, let him go to sleep.
Not intelligent.
Let him go to sleep. You let like for example, the fight before that, the girls, motherfucking Felice Herring or Felice, whatever it was choking her the fuck out.
Yeah, and why did she stop? Because she got pooped on.
Right.
She stopped because she got pooped on.
No. She didn't. That fight didn't stop. It didn't stop.
No, she stopped going for the choke because she got pooped on.
No, she was trying to, but the referee didn't stop.
Yeah, because she stopped because she was going like this and she felt something warm on her lap.
What I'm saying is,
and then she's like, oh, and she
but what I'm saying is the referee didn't stop.
That was her way to get out the fight.
But the referee didn't stop the fight.
That was an original defense for the choke.
Okay, poop. All right, but the referee didn't stop the fight.
Yeah, because she pooped on her.
So if the referee didn't stop the fight, then why would he stop the
Because
fight?
Felice Herring stopped going for the choke because she got pooped
she
on.
got out of the choke.
Yeah, because she got pooped on.
Yeah, but that has nothing to do with the referee.
It had to do with the girl not going.
But I'm saying
it had to do with Felice Herring changing her grip.
It's a referee. It's a referee's call to stop the fight or not, right?
Because Kish's arms didn't go limp.
But she was getting. But my point is, he didn't stop the fight.
He didn't stop the fight.
Okay, Chiesa was not asleep.
Then tell me.
He was like this. Chiesa was like this, right?
Nope,
he was reaching.
Nope, he did this.
Okay, regardless, he was like this. But he wasn't like this. His eyes didn't roll.
If Michael Chiesa would have pooped on Kevin Lee, the fight would have kept going.
Okay, I'm trying to keep it real. I'm trying to keep the shit real.
Me too.
Okay.
I'm telling you the difference was.
What happens when fighters get choked the fuck out? Their eyes roll back, right? Michael Chiesa.
Their eyes don't always roll back.
Okay, well, Mike Chiesa, when he protested, when he protested, did he look like he was fucking choked the fuck out?
Because you wake right the fuck back up, like, oh man.
Yeah, no, only if you only if you get punched. Not as long as you get punched.
He can't still look like this.
No.
Am I fighting?
He was not
with
asleep.
my wrist dangling.
He was on his way to sleep. He was not.
Yeah, he was on his way to sleep.
Okay, he was on the way. So let him sleep.
Let's watch it. He got a gorilla on his back.
Okay.
Bro,
He was not asleep.
Now how do you? Okay, let's watch it.
He was on his way to
getting
sleep.
punched in his face.
So what?
All right,
Everybody get punched in the face.
I'm just commentating through it. I'm not saying it's over yet. Now look how deep that is.
Yeah, it is deep. No, not right now. He's
intelligently defending.
He switches.
He's intelligently defending the arms, right?
He switches right
and
here.
then he's gonna switch. He's gonna go part. And now look at that.
Okay.
No.
Too
His
early.
arms does this.
Too early.
His arms do this.
I'm not arguing that, Bones. I'm saying it's too
You said
early.
he did this. I'm saying he does
Regardless
this.
of what he did, it's too
Look,
early.
oh my God, he tried to tap. Wait. Look at his arms do this.
You're missing the point.
No, I want you to watch him try
I
to
see
tap.
what he did.
He's reaching. He's reaching. What is this?
I'm agreeing with you, but let him sleep. That's my point.
Look at it. He's trying to tap. Okay.
But you're fighting an argument that you already won. I'm not saying you're not wrong. I'm not saying you're wrong. All I'm saying is let him go to sleep.
Why you gotta go to sleep?
Why?
He's reaching to tap.
Well,
He's trying to
Why
tap.
not let him sleep?
Because he's trying to tap.
Okay.
This whole situation, you know who benefited the most?
Michael
Chiesa.
Michael
Yeah,
Chiesa.
he got an excuse.
Gave him a reason.
This is my point here.
And Michael Chiesa's mom
This is my
can
point.
walk away and say, my boy didn't tap.
Okay,
they cheated my boy. So the happiest person in all of this is Michael Chiesa's mama.
So
she had great seats.
Yes.
She had great seats for the fight, and her boy didn't tap.
So this is the reason why I said he should have let him sleep. You're saying he shouldn't have let him sleep because he's already trying to tap. The reason why he should have let him sleep because it's the controversy right here. Because
You're right.
Hold on, let me finish.
I'm agreeing with you.
Let me finish. You're an instructor. You're not gonna get badly hurt. It's not an arm. It's not a leg.
But if you see a guy trying to tap, do you make him go to sleep?
How do you know? Definitively, how do you know? If I'm looking at that video because I looked at it a couple times. It looked like Michael Chiesa was trying to turn towards. That's how you get out of the choke. That's how you get out of the choke. You try to turn towards your opponent. I've been in it. That's how you try to get out of the choke. You turn towards it. Now, if I'm a ref, I will let him go to sleep. Fuck it.
But what if you see him trying to tap?
It's not an arm. It's not a leg.
What if you see he's trying to tap?
No. Because it's not definitive.
It's breeze out of that.
Okay, he's going to go to sleep. He's not going to die.
But he's trying to tap.
How do you know that definitively, though?
Well, because it looked like...
It looked like. Exactly.
Okay, I'm the referee.
Exactly my point.
If I see the guy trying to give up...
It looks like. And how quick did he stop that shit? He stopped it real quick.
I agree he stopped it a bit early, but it
that's
did
what I'm saying.
Like
and it looks like it's too controversial. Let him go to sleep is my point. Don't let the controversy stand. Let him go to sleep. There's no controversy. You take it away from Michael. You take it away from Kevin Lee.
You did rob Kevin Lee.
Exactly.
But let's be in agreement here. Michael Chiesa's mom had great seats for the fight.
And Motown Phenom won that.
Is a beast.
Oh, he
won that.
Regardless of what we're saying,
he
has to went to sleep. He would have went to sleep. That's what I'm saying. He would have went to sleep.
Mystically.
I like Kevin Lee. I love Kevin Lee.
4 years old.
He's one of the coolest motherfuckers. He looks
like a statue, man.
Yeah, he was at the MMA junkie thing. He was hella cool, man. I like him.
And what did you think about Tony Ferguson when he interviewed Kevin Lee after that fight?
Floyd in 3 rounds. What the fuck?
So what did you think of Kevin Lee's interview with Tony Ferguson after the fight? You see it?
Nah, that's it.
Oh, it was great. You got to go back and watch it. Tony Ferguson was like, "Hey, Kevin Lee, how did you feel when he picked you up and DDT'd you on the ground? How did you feel?" And then Kevin Lee's like, "I don't know what you're really talking about. I think you said something about a DDT. You talking about WWE wrestling? But I can tell you, I picked him up. So how you gonna say he picked me up and DDT'd me when I picked him and threw him down?" So you know what? Right now, Tony, you are doing the job of a reporter, and you're doing a terrible job. Can we get a real reporter in here to ask these questions?
I didn't see that.
Yeah, it was great. It was great. Kevin Lee was giving a great interview, and then Tony Ferguson is so awkward and weird and like can't talk any crap. It was great. It was actually great. You got to see it. It was good stuff. It was good stuff. It was good smack, and I'm the smack guy. And the smack guy gonna give out great.
You know, some motherfuckers can't go into the front of the camera and talk shit. Ferguson's probably one of those motherfuckers. You know, you get a chosen few that can talk shit in front of the camera.
And fight. Yeah, I can talk shit. Yeah. I can really talk a lot of shit. I'd get killed in the fight, but I can do some really good shit talking.
I think Tony's a great lightweight contender as long as Nate's not fighting. Yeah. That's where I'm coming from.
Yeah. I like Tony a lot, but yeah, it's a bad matchup.
Okay, hold the fuck up. Well, say that again?
I think Tony's a great lightweight contender as long as Nate's not fighting.
So you don't think so you're saying Nate will beat Tony Ferguson?
Yeah, Nate finishes Tony.
Okay, look.
9 out of 10.
I think Tony would get that ass.
No!
Where does Tony have an advantage? On the ground?
Have you seen Tony on the ground? Have you seen Tony on the ground? He's good on the fucking ground.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here. I think Tony would get.
Who's got a higher black belt than Caesar fucking Gracie?
That don't matter.
It don't matter? Yeah, it matters.
Okay.
All jiu-jitsu is not the same.
Okay,
what do you mean it don't matter?
Where does Tony have an advantage?
Hold on.
On the ground, he's toast. Standing up, he's toast.
Hold up. I can't believe this shit. You motherfuckers supposed to know MMA. Tony Ferguson's a better wrestler than Nate Diaz. A better wrestler.
Hold on.
Let me finish. Hold on.
You look at Tony Ferguson and say wrestler. That's what you say.
No, he's a better wrestler.
So that's what they're gonna do.
Hold on. He's unorthodox, so you don't never know what you're gonna get. It's simple and plain what you're gonna get with Nate Diaz. He's flat-footed. He's gonna get kicked in the leg off. Look, Tony Ferguson.
So that's why he beat Conor McGregor.
Who?
Nate.
Cause wait. So you're comparing McGregor's ground game to Tony Ferguson's ground game?
Overall game, somebody fighting.
No. How did
Ferguson's ground game to Diaz's ground game?
How did Nate Diaz beat McGregor?
On the ground.
Okay, so you're saying you're comparing grain.
Well, actually, no. Let me rewind my comment. He actually beat the shit out of McGregor.
But how did he finish him? On
With
the
his hands.
ground.
He finished
On the
him on the ground
ground.
after
So
he
whose
stood
ground
up
game?
on it.
Whose ground game is better?
What did Nate say about that?
Okay.
I would have more knockouts, but once I start hitting people,
Whose ground-
they become wrestlers all of a sudden.
Exactly.
They gave up. Conor gave up his neck
Whose ground-
because he didn't want to
On-
get beat anymore.
On the ground.
Because he didn't want to lose.
Whose
He didn't
ground
want to get
game is
punched in the face
better?
anymore.
Whose ground game is better, McGregor or Ferguson? So you actually think McGregor? You actually think
I
Tony
don't understand
Ferguson?
your argument.
No. I'm gonna explain to
I
you.
don't
I'm gonna
understand your
explain to you. You don't want to listen. I'm gonna explain to you. Whose ground game is better, Tony Ferguson or McGregor?
How about whose
No,
ground game is better than Tony Ferguson or Nate Diaz?
Can you- no,
Because
no.
that's who's going to fight. And Nate Diaz is
Hold
a
on.
better ground game.
You're not answering.
Better box.
You're not
That's
answering-
how this conversation started. I
You
said,
answer McGregor.
where
There's no way
is
that
Tony
Tony
Ferguson
Ferguson
better
can beat
than
Nate
Nate
Diaz.
Diaz?
I didn't bring up Conor McGregor. You guys did. So I'm asking you a question
I
again.
asked you.
You keep avoiding the question. Whose ground game is better, Tony Ferguson or McGregor?
Okay.
Okay.
Tony Ferguson.
Okay, so you
If
hold
the
on.
follow-
Stop,
What does
stop,
that got to
stop.
do with
Okay,
it?
let me-
follow-up
will you
question
let me
is
finish?
who's done- he's
Will you
been
let me
Nate Diaz,
finish?
Tony
Will you
Ferguson.
let me finish? So you saying you said I think you saying this. You saying McGregor shot in. Do you actually think Tony Ferguson is gonna get choked out so quickly like that? Yes or no? I'm
So
looking for yes.
quickly?
Yeah,
So quickly,
McGregor
because
tapped the
he's gonna
fuck out quickly.
Okay.
So who's not?
Okay, so-
You're not answering my question. Who's ground
Let
game?
me answer your question.
Okay,
Please
but
let me answer.
you're gonna go over. You're gonna go everywhere.
Do I think he's going to cut out that quickly? No, not that quickly. But do I think that Tony Ferguson is ever going to tap Nate Diaz out in his entire life?
I didn't say anything.
Absolutely
No,
not.
I didn't say anything
So if
about
it hits
Tony
the ground,
Ferguson. See, this is
okay.
what I'm saying. This is why you go
If
over.
it hits the ground,
I didn't say anything about.
then it's Diaz.
Okay.
On their feet,
First
and
of
then
all,
it's Diaz.
this is
He's
what-
got better boxing.
Okay, this is why I said you go elsewhere. I didn't say
I was
anything
very
about.
concise.
I didn't say Ferguson was going to tap him out. I asked you
I'm
the
being
question.
concise.
First of all, I asked you the question. If it goes to the ground, it's not going to be as easy. He's not going to
I
tap
just said
Ferguson
as
out.
easy, but who's
He's
got
not
an
gonna
advantage?
tap him out. First
Who
of all-
has an advantage on the ground?
I think it's pretty even. If I'm gonna be real, all the submissions Tony Ferguson's got, really? I mean, come
I'll
on.
take a Caesar Gracie. Who's ever tapped out Nate or Nick?
I'm not saying Tony Ferguson's gonna tap him out.
Okay, you tell me anybody from Gracie Jiu-Jitsu, Caesar Gracie Jiu-Jitsu, who's tapped out Jake Shields?
I'm gonna repeat myself. I'm not saying
Is
he's gonna
anybody
tap
tapping
out.
out anybody
Okay.
from Caesar Gracie Jiu-Jitsu? Who's tapping out?
Why are you asking this question?
Because we're talking about the
I didn't
ground
say
game.
anybody's gonna
And
tap
you
out.
said Caesar, yeah, fuck Caesar Gracie. I believe you said.
I didn't say fuck you,
What'd you say? What'd you say? It wasn't matter or something.
No, I said Tony Ferguson's ground
You
game is just
diminished
as
the
good.
Caesar Gracie
No, I did not.
Jiu-Jitsu.
I said it's just as good.
I said
as-
yes.
First of all, hold on, relax. I said
I don't know.
Tony
Yeah.
Ferguson's ground game is just as good, and I didn't say anything
that's not
about.
what started
Hold
this.
on, I did not say Tony Ferguson was going to tap out Nate Diaz. You said that. I didn't say that. You
said
brought that.
both.
Exactly. I didn't say anything about Nate Ferguson.
I said, where does Tony Ferguson have an advantage? And you said on the ground. And I said, bullshit.
He has a
no
good ground
advantage on the
game.
ground. I said he's got a Caesar Gracie black belt.
He has a.
How many black belts has Caesar Gracie given out his entire life? 3 or 4?
You guys off the hook.
No, we're talking about
Tony
jiu-jitsu black
Ferguson's on a
belts.
10-fight win streak. How many
Oh,
fucking?
man, now you-
I'm just saying. How many fucking fights has fucking Nate Diaz won in a row? Come on, smack God, tell me.
Is
please.
that
No.
doing anything? No, I'm
What?
sorry, man. I don't understand the
What do you mean you don't understand?
I don't understand the relevance of that.
It's UFC. It's a fight game. How many fights?
How many
has
fights you have in a row? That matters.
Yes, it does matter. It's win or losses, right?
Well, in that
Win or
case,
losses, right?
Thomas Almeida had 5 fights in a row that he won.
We already had that discussion. We're talking about Nate Diaz and Tony Ferguson. That's what we're talking about.
I'm not-
It's not irrelevant.
It's not relevant.
Why is it not?
It's not relevant.
You still want to answer
When
the
was the
question?
last time Nate Diaz fought someone on the level of Lando Venata? That's who Tony beat.
It damn near lost the land of an hour.
Okay, but no,
Okay,
Nate
you fight,
almost lost the
but he did.
McGregor,
He
Michael
did.
Johnson,
Everybody has a day.
Rafael dos Anjos.
Okay.
Come on. It's
And Tony Ferguson kicked that ass. So what are you telling me? Tony Ferguson, what are you telling me? Oh, they quiet now. They both quiet
No,
now.
okay.
Cause motherfucking Dos Santos kicked that ass.
This is another situation.
What?
No.
Hey, Tony Ferguson kicked that ass, and Nate Diaz got his ass kicked. So what do you gotta say, Bo? Mike on you. Exactly.
Point. I'll give you a point on that.
Exactly. They solid as fuck.
Injured.
2 against 1, they can't fuck with me when it comes to this shit.
You're right.
You made 1 point in 30 minutes.
No,
I was
you don't
giving
wanna
you your
listen.
point.
You don't want to listen.
I'm listening to all your points. I gave you 1 there.
Okay.
You missed on the last 30 points.
No, I did. 30
The
points.
last
Oh, what?
Just
Oh, what? Because Thomas Ameda ain't fought the top 5? You can't even name who he fought.
I have named who he's fought.
Top 5.
Bruce Buffer,
Top
he's
5.
introducing Nate Diaz and Tony Ferguson. How do you
Top
expect
5.
to win that
Still
fight?
can't name him. Huh?
If it's on the ground or on the feet, where does Tony?
Ferguson have an advantage?
Okay, first of all, Tony Ferguson has a pretty good stand-up, and he's unorthodox. He's all over the place.
He's got a better stand-up than Nate?
No,
I don't want to say
doesn't.
that.
No,
No, I did not say that.
He doesn't have reach.
See, why do you put words in my mouth?
Because they're going to fight against each other.
Tony's better on the ground. He's going to take it to the ground.
So he's going to win on the ground? Where's he going to win the fight? We're being technical about the fight.
Will you let me
Who's
finish?
got a
Will you
better
let me
stand?
talk?
Who's got a better ground?
Diaz.
Are you gonna let me talk?
Or Diaz.
What I'm saying is, just because somebody's better than you on the ground or on the feet, doesn't mean you're gonna necessarily win the fucking fight.
True.
Okay, so my point is, Tony Ferguson is just as good. It's not better. It's just as good on the feet and on the ground as Nate Diaz.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
That's just my opinion. You guys are sleeping on Tony's ground game. You guys are, oh my God! You guys are sleeping on Tony's ground game, and you guys have the audacity to compare.
Not sleeping on it. We're just comparing the guys fighting.
I'm gonna lose my voice tomorrow because this is bullshit. You guys had the audacity to compare Conor McGregor getting choked the fuck out by Nate Diaz to motherfucking Tony Ferguson's ground game.
No.
What the? Yes, you did.
Nobody compared it.
Yes, you did.
You made that comparison.
No, you brought up McGregor. Why'd you bring him up? Why'd you bring McGregor up? I didn't bring him up.
Because you started insulting Nate Diaz.
No, I didn't.
That he was flat-footed.
He's
predictable.
flat-footed. Oh, he's not flat-footed? Keep it shit real.
So the reason I brought up
is he flat-footed, boss?
The reason I brought
He don't
up
never answer my question.
McGregor is because I'm telling you
he don't never
that
answer my
Nate
question.
Diaz
He's always wrong.
his flat-footed style beat
So he is
McGregor.
flat-footed.
Yeah, he's flat-footed.
Okay, that's what I
But
said.
it's
So how's it
effective.
disrespectful?
Because it's effective.
This is the
you
business
said it.
report.
It's
Am
MMA.
I wrong? Is this the business report? Do we keep shit real here?
Yeah, we keep it
Okay,
real.
so how's it being disrespectful
Very real.
when I said he's flat-footed?
Because you made it like it was a bad thing.
No, I did not. I look.
So why did you bring up that he fights flat-footed?
Look. First of all,
it was a negative.
I'm trying to be a fucking analysis. I'm trying to be a commentator, which I'm not. But what I'm saying, when I'm watching fights, I call it how it is. Regardless of 209 being right up down the street, I'm gonna keep this shit real. If I see a fight, okay, so how's that being disrespectful when I see him Nate Diaz is flat-footed? He is.
Because you said it was as if it was a negative thing.
It was against Dos Santos. He got his ass kicked on fucking leg
versus
kicks.
McGregor, it was effective.
McGregor didn't leg kick.
He didn't take the fight serious.
He didn't leg kick. Regardless. So don't compare McGregor against Dos Santos, because Dos Santos had a game plan. He leg kicked the shit out of Nate Diaz. He's
So you're
flat-footed.
telling me that Tony Ferguson got leg kicks like Rafael Dos Anjos?
I'm not comparing the two. I'm not saying that.
But you are, though.
No, Bones.
You are saying that Rafael Dos Anjos did something.
Hold on.
Yes, he did.
Hold on.
I'm trying to prove my point about being. You say I'm being disrespectful. I'm not. I'm calling it how it is. Dos Santos beat him on leg kicks. That's how we beat him in the fight. And he did on leg kicks.
You're making your point based on Dos Anjos versus Diaz before USADA.
Yes,
Where's Dos
thank you.
Anjos? He's a
You actually beat me
welterweight.
to that point. I was getting there.
Welterweight.
Yeah.
Or Dosada.
USADA.
Yeah.
What does that have to do with
Rafael Dos Anjos is what does that got to do with anything?
Really?
The only reason they
What do you mean? What does that have to do with anything? It has a
Dos
lot.
Anjos on the juice.
The champions.
So you
The
mean
champions,
These
when
motherfuckers.
USADA
They
was
were-
not there,
So you mean
were
to tell
Johnny
me-
Hendricks, Showtime Pettis, Anthony.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So you mean to tell me?
Jose
you mean to,
Aldo.
hey, look. See these guys off to it. You mean to tell
What do you
me?
mean what's that got to do with anything?
Let me
It's to do with everything.
Okay.
So it has everything to do with everything.
Hey, so you mean to tell me that motherfucker needs steroids to leg kick Diaz?
Yes.
That's what you're telling me?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
I'm just saying they started testing for drugs, and all of a sudden they come up for weight.
Hey, anybody who has a brain knows to lay kick Diaz. He don't move around. He's stationary. He's flat-footed. Lay kick the fuck out of him. I mean, really? So he needed drugs.
USADA doesn't make any difference in the fight game.
Why you guys deviate?
Just 15 pounds. That's all. That's all the difference.
Yeah, why did he leave 155 then?
We talking about Ferguson.
No, you were talking about Javier Ansallos.
Yeah,
and we're saying that when he fought Nate Diaz, it was before USADA.
I'm talking about.
It was before USADA.
So you saying he needed drugs to lay kick the?
So you saying the drugs helped his game?
Versus Dos Anjos, that's still a wrestling match.
So drugs helped him lay kick.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely. Helped him make weight. It helped him make weight. It helped him get faster and harder.
Morons. Lay kicks help you or drugs help you lay kick.
Yes.
You're fucking morons.
Absolutely.
On national TV, on YouTube, lay kick, fucking drugs help you lay kick. You're fucking, get the fuck out. You're just making up shit to prove your fucking point.
It don't make no fucking sense. He doesn't even make weight without the drugs. He couldn't even make weight.
We'll say that.
And you keep talking about welterweight.
We'll say that he used drugs to make weight. Don't say he used drugs to lay kick.
Practice more. The drugs help you have more endurance and
recovery. It helped him lay kick the shit out of Diaz.
Yes. So get some more power.
Come on, man. I can't believe I'm having this.
Look at
Really?
Anthony Pettis.
Really?
Anthony Pettis since you
Hey, for the smack guy, I thought you would come better than that. Really? Drugs to help you lay kick a motherfucker who's stationary? The smartest motherfucker, his corner, who was his corner in? The King, Costero? Who's his corner dude? Who's this corner dude? The boxer dude?
Who you talking about now?
Who's Dos Anjos, the King, who's this corner dude?
I'm not gonna help you. I could tell you, but I'm not gonna help you.
Okay, you know who I'm talking about. So you need to tell me that motherfucker's not smart enough. The master. That's what they call him, Master Cordero, or whatever the fucking name is.
Javier Cordero, yeah.
He's not smart enough to know that lay kick Diaz.
Yeah.
Are you okay? So what the fuck you talking about? Drugs had everything to do with him.
Because he's not the same fighter after USADA.
He's not. Okay, he might not be.
Let me tell you who was not using performance-enhancing drugs before USADA. Nate Diaz.
Okay.
Let me tell you who may have been using performance-enhancing drugs. Javier's any Brazilian. The men, the women, the kids, the old ladies, the teachers, the bus drivers, the garbage men, the police, the firefighters.
See, this is what
everybody.
This is what Bones does. He try to hype the situation when it doesn't need to be hype. We started off talking about Tony Ferguson. He's going on Javier Dos Anjos.
I brought Javier Dos Anjos.
He brought him up.
I did.
Yeah, you stringing along on him. I'm talking about Tony Ferguson.
You said Javier Dos Anjos did leg kicks on him.
You don't need drugs to do leg kicks. He was doing that before your side.
Why do you think they call them PEDs? Because they're performance enhancing.
Okay.
They enhance your performance. That's kicking, punching, making weight, endurance, speed, all of that.
So that has to everything. Okay, so now we're gonna go. Now we're gonna go on a whole nother page. So follow me, you guys, because these guys are idiots. So Barry Bonds. Hold on, let me stop. Don't say nothing. Barry Bonds was linked to performance-enhancing drugs, right?
Yes.
So yes, he was.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was. Yes,
no.
Just stop. Hold on. Time out.
The strongest evidence you have is steroids delivered to his address.
But it was linked. But he was linked.
Mrs. Bonds.
He was linked. Let me finish my point.
Think we can all
my point is this. My point is this. Barry Bonds.
Wait, Barry Bonds didn't do drugs.
Hold on. Let me finish. My point is this. Barry Bonds is linked. See, I'm gonna prove his point wrong because he don't know what the fuck he's talking about. My point is this: Barry Bonds is linked. He said it affects your performance, your whatever. It don't affect your timing on swinging the bat and connecting the ball. That has nothing to do.
So then why is it Barry Bonds in the Hall of Fame right now?
Because they said he did do steroids, but it had nothing to do. It has nothing to do.
So why don't the people actually vote on this thing?
Okay,
He should be in the Hall of Fame?
because Barry was addicted to reporters.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you this question, Bo. What does performance-enhancing drugs do? Give me your definition.
Your performance.
Well, I mean, elaborate. Performance. What
gives you more endurance, quicker recovery, more speed, more power, more explosion.
Okay. That it?
I don't know. Gives you better eyesight. Some people say.
Is that it?
I don't know. Probably.
No, you don't know. So does it affect your intellect? Because you didn't say that. You said everything.
Does it affect your intellect?
Yeah, does it affect your intellect?
They probably don't make you smarter.
Okay, so leg kicks have to do with your intellect, right?
No, that's a physical motion.
No, it's a game plan. It's a game plan.
No,
it's not a game plan? It's not a game plan. So you telling me Dos Anjos in this corner didn't game plan a flat...
Hey, look, I'll go to Stanford right now, grab any bitch-ass motherfucker out the engineering class and say, leg kick me, bitch, let's fight. And I don't give a fuck about his intellect, I'm whooping that motherfucker's ass. No matter how smart he is.
That's right.
I don't give a shit. We can go to MIT, bring me one of the fucking Asian nerds, and say, come on, kick my leg, bitch, let's fight.
Oh, you fighting on the street or in the cage?
Don't give a fuck.
No.
Either way, they can pick. Hey, you fucking MIT dork, you're really smart. Decide where you want to fight me, and let's see how hard you can kick my leg.
So you pretty much proved my point. You named everything except intellect. Am I correct?
No, I'm saying I'm probably the smartest guy
No.
possible. I'm talking strictly about intellect.
I'm asking you.
Opposite.
I'm saying you said everything. I give you a chance to rebuttal. You said everything but intellect. Am I correct? I am correct, since he ain't gonna say it. I said everything but, he said everything but intellect, right? So therefore, that had nothing to do with the leg kicks. His performance on Nate Diaz had nothing to do with Posada or performing having the drug. Now, if he had,
Yeah, real quick, Posada was the Yankees catcher in the 90s. Okay, you saw it.
I'm buzzed. I'm buzzed. I'm not even gonna lie. I like how you guys try to deviate what I'm talking about. Okay, I'm buzzed. I don't give a fuck. My point is this. My point is this. These motherfuckers don't know what the fuck they talking about.
We know too.
No. He said nothing about intellect. It was a game plan to kick him in the leg.
What does that have to do with the leg kicks, man?
It was a game plan.
So the performance enhancing drugs and the steroids and HGH.
Yes, he did.
How?
How? Without the performance enhancing drugs, Dos Anjos
well, Bones said
never makes.
Bones said it had nothing to do with the intellect.
Makes
Bones said it had nothing to do with the intellect. Intellect has a game plan, right? It's a game plan involved in it. So if I'm fighting an opponent, it's not just the physical aspect of it. Hold on. It's not just the physical aspect of the sport. It's intellect. It's smart. Who's the smartest boxer in boxing right now today?
Floyd
Mayweather, right? Yeah. He's hella smart. So it's not
Andre Ward.
Mayweather is the smartest boxer in boxing, right? Okay, whatever. Okay, let's just say 1 and 2. Let's just say 1 and 2.
I say Andre Ward's the smartest.
Okay, let's just say 1 and 2. Because you're gonna go there, and I don't want to go there. I'm trying to make a point. 1 and 2. Mayweather is one of the smartest boxers of all time. Okay. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Is Mayweather? When was the last time Mayweather knocked the motherfucker out?
2011, I think.
Okay, we're probably Ricky Hatton or no, the Mexican dude who cheap shot it. Okay, so that had everything to do with intellect. That's my point. Had nothing to do with fucking performance enhancing drugs.
Then why didn't you want to fight Pacquiao initially?
Huh?
Why didn't Floyd Mayweather want to fight Manny Pacquiao initially?
Because the money?
No, it was because of performance in the drugs. He thought he was doing drugs. He was
you're right.
He said he didn't want to fight him because he thought he was doing drugs.
So what's
because
your point?
He felt like the drugs were going to give him an advantage in the fight game.
Physically.
Yes.
Okay, that's what we're
a leg kick is a physical action. It's not a mental thing. I'm going to kick you mentally with my leg.
It's not?
No.
It's not a game plan, Bones? It's not a game. If you're fighting a fight, if you see a fighter who's flat-footed, is Nate Diaz.
But the drugs help. You kick harder and faster.
Okay, yeah, I'll give you that. I'm giving you that.
Okay.
But what the process of that is the thinking, okay, I'm gonna leg kick this motherfucker. I'm gonna leg kick the shit out of this motherfucker. Because, okay, let's say
made better by the drugs.
My point.
Made better.
Regardless.
Enhanced, if we will, by the drugs.
So if it's enhanced, but it was a game, it was an intellect or whatever. But why are we on this topic about Dos Anjos and shit like that when the whole topic was mostly about fucking Tony Ferguson, who I think would beat Diaz. Not that he's better on the ground or better standing up. I think he's equally better on both stand up on the ground. You guys giving Tony Ferguson like he's a scrub on the fucking ground.
No,
who the fuck you got to fucking? So how the fuck?
Nobody said he's a scrub.
Yes, you did.
He's kind of a scrub compared to Diaz.
You said it was a scrub because you brought up McGregor getting tapped the fuck out.
Scrub.
when you comparing McGregor and Tony Ferguson, he's a scrub.
No, what I said is that you brought up Nate Diaz's style and everything.
Yes, and it's accurate.
I'm saying that with his style, he's still able to defeat Conor McGregor.
Yeah, McGregor is not a fucking ground fighter. Tony Ferguson is more of a ground
Diaz
fighter.
beat him on his feet. He outclassed him on the feet.
I don't know about that.
They were at my house
really
and
did.
he shot. Conor McGregor shot in after getting caught with the right hand.
How many times? How many times did Conor McGregor knock him on his ass? How many times? No. Just answer the question. How many times did Conor McGregor knock him on his ass? 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
How many times did Nate Diaz knock Conor McGregor on his ass? So I'm gonna go like this. Look, I'm from the 916. 209 is right down the street, but I'm real. These motherfuckers don't keep shit real. McGregor was no, you don't, because McGregor was getting that ass.
Yeah.
McGregor was getting that ass.
Real like fat bitch titties.
McGregor was so you saying McGregor didn't win the first round?
Good line. Real as a fat bitch titties. Y'all like that?
So you saying McGregor? So you saying
like
at
that?
one time there was a finish, and one time there was a
but I'm saying,
decision.
but the stand up.
He wanna stand up.
No, he did not in the first round. No, he fucking did. The first round.
The first round, no, but he's actually damn near stopped.
Okay, but McGregor got tired. He got fucking tired. We all saw the fucking. You didn't see the fucking same fight I saw. I'm not saying Nate probably wouldn't have won, but McGregor got fucking tired. Keep the shit real, homie. McGregor was winning. He knocked Nate on his ass twice. He was trying to go for the knockout every fucking time, man.
Then why was Nate able to not be knocked out by Conor when everybody else gets knocked out?
Because Nate Diaz is a bigger fucking fighter. He can take a punch. When was the fucking last time he been knocked the fuck out? He's never been. He's been TKO'd.
Josh Thompson,
TKO. He's been TKO'd by a leg kick.
That was two head.
It was a leg kick.
Kicks.
You know what I'm saying? Or not leg kick, head kick.
Yeah.
But I'm saying McGregor was winning the stand-up battle, man. For you to say Nate was winning the stand-up battle is blasphemy. Come on, man. I know you from the 917, but keep that shit real, homie. Come on, I keep shit 100.
There's nowhere Tony wins.
No.
There's nowhere Tony wins.
You haven't proven me wrong once. You keep bringing up these, and I rebuttal. I will retort.
Fellas, I actually have got to get going.
Okay.
Where are you retorting though? If it's not an NCAA wrestling match, Tony doesn't win.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Tony, come on, man.
He doesn't.
I got Tony winning that fight. I just do.
Ryan, I want to thank you for being the bridge. I've got to get rolling.
All right.
Good shot. You can edit this down to the best parts. You're on fire tonight.
It was all the best parts.
You're on
Nate
fire.
finishes Tony. Anywhere it goes.
Well, we know one thing. It ain't gonna happen because Nate ain't gonna fight again.
Probably not.
He's gonna fight Conor again. He's not fighting.
Probably
Conor.
not.
Why would he fight for $50,000 a week and make $5 million for fighting?
He ain't gonna fight Conor because Conor ain't coming back.
Conor will fight him. No, Conor owes him one. Nate threw that second fight.
But I mean,
Maybe.
He threw the second fight.
He's got 2 belts supposedly. 145.
Nate threw the second fight so they could have a third fight. Conor has never denied giving him that third fight. They had a handshake.
Nate threw.
Conor McGregor's a smart dude.
He threw the second fight.
Absolutely. Watch it again.
You
And
guys-
watch Nate laugh. Watch Nate point at Conor, laugh, and then instead of staying at distance, put him away, go up against the cage and do these kind of punches. Up against the cage in the way. Instead of backing up, throwing shots, taking
Okay,
him
before you
out.
guys leave, help me move this shit.
I will.
Oh, you guys are both done? Okay.
Yeah, we out of here. I won.
You won.
2 against 1, I still won.
Debatable.
2 against 1.
Debatable.
2 against 1 means you lost.
I saw a picture Nate versus Tony in my
guys brought up
bag.
Thomas Almeida.
It's
Really?
outrageous, yes.
Really?
Yes.
He ain't fought fucking nobody but Cody. And you bring up some no-name motherfucker who the average fan don't even fucking
Your
know.
disrespect for jungle fights. It's just outrageous,
I'm knowledgeable, so I talk about.
Okay, but the average fan don't even know who the fuck that
Anthony
is.
Burchak's actually a good fighter. Joe
He's
Soto's
no, he's not. Come on, man. He would never fight for the title. But it was about that against a sit-down, though, right?
We said he's a gatekeeper. I didn't say he wasn't a good fighter.
Well, Ryan or one of you guys said he would never fight for the title.
He won't fight for the title. But that doesn't mean he sucks. I didn't say he was garbage. I just said
neither would Almeida. He would never fight for a title.
he would
Guaranteed.
definitely fight for a title.
He would never fight for a
will
title.
fight for a
Against who?
Well,
Against who? He can't even get top 5.
Who's gonna? It depends who's the champion when he wins his next 3 fights.
Boom. I'm disappointed.
He's gonna beat He's gonna beat Jimmy Rivera,
Okay.
who's a top 5 guy.
Okay.
Put him in the top 5.
Okay.
But then he'll probably fight somebody like maybe T.J. Dillashaw, John Dodson, or somebody like that. He'll beat them. Then he'll have one more fight after that. It'll be against an aging Dominic Cruz.
Yeah.
And he'll crumble Dominic Cruz.
You're so fucking long. You know what? Hey, bro, I realized about you doing this shit. You lost your fucking mind to prove a fucking point. I realized that about you, man.
You know what? You always say that, but then I turn out being right.
Nah, man.
You always think that.
Now you think you're right.
You always say
You
that.
think you're right, Bones.
You always say that.
I look back on our things. You've lost a lot more than you won, but it just happened to be the ones we bet on you win. You know what I'm saying? So don't act like you're winning like stagecoach shit. You won every time we bet. Not every time, but one. Uh-oh.
Remove the table?
Yeah.
I don't know why you said that. Maybe you don't understand what I'm saying. Maybe it's the other way around. So apparently, or maybe you had reason to say it's but anyway, there's a lot of things that you say and you do, and they don't make sense to me because I'm a very observant person and I pay attention to things. And so you went to Vegas, you came back. On the way back, you got a little upset again. Let's hang out. I said, let's hang out.
Felicia?
And then you don't respond. You disappear. You appear. A couple weeks later, oh, I was sick. Well, while somebody is sick, at least you can keep communicating. That was your thing, right?
All right, Ryan, nice meeting you, bro.
Communication is one big thing to you.
Take it easy, man.
All right, love one. Yes, sir. Once again, classic.
Man, I'm driving home slow.
Hey, rest up a little bit before you ride.
I'm good.
Hold on, let me make this call.
Sure.
She's calling me and shit, Felicia. She's pissed off.
Oh no.
I'm trying to get the Ukrainian to come over. She's mad too.
So is the Ukrainian in the States right now?
Yeah, she's
Hey.
Same to you? Yeah, apparently you did not have the guts to even say.
Man, that went by quick.
Hey.
That went by quick.
So, hope you get this. I see you sent me a message. I am chilling. I just got done with my broadcast. So if you want to come over, we can conversate. I think it's time for us to have a deep conversation, put everything out on the table. You're welcome to come over. We can have a conversation, we can chill, then we could probably go out, dance a little bit. So let me know. Looks like you blocked me, but you keep messaging me, so let me know, because I would love to have a conversation with you, talk about this face to face. You're welcome to come over so you know where I live. Alright. This bitch, she's fucking crazy.
That's awesome.
I love Ukrainian and Russian women. Oh man. So this was like this was like an expedition. This wasn't really. We're trying to perfect it until we're getting it good.
It's good enough for me, man.
We'll do it better. We'll get it together. Watch that leg over there.
Oh shit.
Bring this up. Alright, man. I got the rest. Oh, let me get this rug at the table. Get this table for me. My boy Bones, man. Every time we do this shit, you always leave me cleaning up. Like, motherfucker, every time you.
Man, you're both so tall. Jesus Christ. Never felt so short.
Oh, man, him been doing this shit forever, man. We just never really put it out on social media, really, man.
Glass table?
Yes, sir. Sir. That's good.
All right.
All right, my man. Thank you,
So
sir.
my Altoids?
Yeah, how's yours? Whew.
There you go.
Drive safe, bro.
Oh, I will. I will. Sometimes I'm slow.
Say hello or whatever. So there's the. No, I don't know where you live. So, but
Alright,
anyway,
man.
yeah,
Take it
you're
easy.
welcome to come over.
Thank you for the invite. I appreciate it.
And yeah, no, I have to work really early. I'm doing the
closing with the Ukrainian.
road show. So I have to be at work at.
I'm not getting out that way.
Well, give me your address, baby, and I'll come over there because I don't know your address. So. Hit me up. Or just bring me some bring a bag of clothes and shit. And I'm just right over here.
Be at work at really early tomorrow, and so it's after. Like, if you want to take me out and you want to have a conversation, you're more than welcome to invite me after I'm done with my work. So, yeah, I'm not quite sure what you're going for. You're just constantly trying to compete. I'm in my PJs, my makeup, I'm just laying in my bed, and I need to get some sleep. So, yeah, I blocked you because I was not feeling the whole thing. I was feeling like it was a lie. It was just a big old giant lie. But anyway, I'm not a core baby. I mean that. You want to spend time with me? But not on the level that you think I want you to spend time with me. Yeah, you said you want to build something. Well, come from your own and build it. And don't do stuff that's shady. So, yeah, you know my phone number. You can call me or text me.
Oh shit, I'm still on? I'm still on this shit. Oh shit. Well, let me sign off, y'all.